was going to do a big shouty and say hi, but then I felt a jolt of pain in my shoulder, so I just took that as a sign from God to do nothing. There's just one last thing I need to do before we actually start. I literally just remembered it as I started talking. Okay, I think we're good. Should be. Okay, so what are we doing? Oh yes, okay. So we have 3 React slop to do, and then I moved Ban to Friday, and I'm moving Buckshot Roulette to today, because the idea of playing Ban today is not good to me. I'm not a fan of it, so I just moved it so I don't neck myself. So we have Legal Eagle. This one is an older one, but it's a Dream Stan, I think. He has a dream mask in it. Yeah, it's 30 right here. Plus, I like High and Wonder, so. But we'll watch this one first. Because it's about our favorite Hassan Piker. Our sweetheart. So let's see what stupid shit Hassan did today.
Hey, what's up, guys? Rafe here. So obviously a lot has happened over the past 2 weeks since the assassination of Charlie
Has it been 2 weeks? Oh, fuck me, man. Holy shit, time flies.
Kirk. And with everything else
the internet is just, like, I swear to God, since COVID happened, time has just become an enigma to me.
Whenever there's a major event, it trickles down into places we talk about on this channel, like the gaming industry and content creators who are saying unhinged things about this act of political violence. And
gaming
today,
industry, Ghost of
look
Yokai,
at someone from the gaming industry who is finding out, and we get a very interesting response from the company that he worked at. And we're also going to look at another bad day for Hassan Piker, who's been saying a lot about Charlie, but it's reopened a discussion about the routine advocacy for political violence that he's been doing over the past couple of years. And there is a very unfortunate set of developments in play for him, I think. And you don't want to miss that later in the video. But let's start off with the news from the gaming industry. So shared by Smash JT here.
His name's familiar, but I can't remember who he is.
Named Light Humphreys, who's a marketing manager at Probably Monsters. Which,
I don't know.
As he points out, as some reminders here, some background, Probably Monsters owned Firewalk Studios, sold to Sony.
Oh, it's a parent company.
Which was the same studio behind Concord. We can't get Concord out of the discussion of
we won't forget Concord.
They just keep hanging on despite being shut down. Got to be like a year ago at this point, but Probably Monsters, they are still kicking. They're still working
like a mobile
here,
game.
They had a very interesting challenge on their hands thanks to this individual on their publicly listed set of employees here. You can see Light Humphreys, the global marketing manager, and if you look at his bio here, he looks the type. Previous projects like Magic: The Gathering, Call of Duty, Mortal Kombat, Sekiro, Spyro, and others. So this guy's been a part of some pretty big projects, but he's also making a lot.
Is he the one that made Mortal Kombat
here.
gay?
You can see starting off, I wonder if MAGA will start wearing bandages on their neck, referring to the fatal wound in the neck of Charlie Kirk.
Oh my God, he's chronically online. Look at all of these.
He's referring to Donald Trump here. That was when there was an assassination attempt on his life. So he's talking about multiple assassination, at least attempts, and one successful one in one post. But he continues over here saying, coincidence that they voted to not release the Epstein files at the same time Charlie Kirk was shot? I think not. So they're promoting a conspiracy theory, trying to say the Charlie Kirk assassination was an inside job or something. And then he said...
Right. Okay. If I had a very smooth brain, that would make sense, yeah.
What if Charlie wasn't killed for his beliefs and it was like his scorned gay lover or something? So he's not only spreading more misinformation, he's slandering a dead man, a married Christian
Yeah, I
man
was gonna say, like,
trying to say something
he's been married
disgusting
for a
like
while.
that right there.
I don't
And
think
also down here saying
he has a gay
getting
lover.
shot under a "Prove Me Wrong" banner while talking about the Second Amendment is irony. I think only writers are capable of. Obviously, pretty disrespectful. And then down here,
Actually,
he
just pure
compares
retardation.
Charlie Kirk to Osama bin Laden,
Oh,
saying, "You won't make me
I
feel
thought these guys liked Osama bin Laden though.
bad for him if you
Oh,
say think about
holy
his
shit!
family."
This is on Vines. He's not even on Blue Sky. God damn.
Because Osama bin Laden had 26 kids. Here's the last set of posts here. I'll read a couple. His last words being, "Gang violence only to be shot by a 7-year-old white man is absolutely
Is that
wild.
not been disproven?
More misinformation.
Yeah,
Looks like Nepal gets it, waiting for America to actually do something as
I
well."
don't know what he's referring to
And
there.
Nepal just went through an uprising, so he wants that to happen in America as a result of what's happened over the past 2 weeks. I mean, there's a lot of unhinged posts. You can pause and read more of them. I think you guys get the point.
Yeah,
Now,
it's
in a
all just kind of
surprising
stuff
turn
I'd
of
expect.
events, it's been hard to get any action on these sorts of situations, but probably Monsters handled this very well. They came out with a quick response and a very straightforward one saying, "Respect is one of our core values.
Holy.
Comments recently made by a former employee about Charlie Kirk's death were offensive and violated our social media policy. We do not tolerate this behavior, and the individual is no longer with the company."
Okay, so we have to
See,
wait about 2
it's
days for the
really
crash out
just
video.
that easy for all these companies out there. Short, quick statement that was made in a very quick manner, and that's it. Now they're getting praise from everyone.
Yeah,
People in the
it's
comments
so
are
easy to
very
get glazed.
thrilled with their
Just
response.
actually-
And also, I'll point out here
Be like morally good.
too, the social
And get rid of
media policy
scumbags.
that they're
It, like-
referring to. Most gaming companies have social media policies in their contracts. In fact, most jobs do, especially any corporate jobs. They can fire you for your social media posts. That
Yeah.
is something everyone should pay good attention
It's because you're
to
representing the
if
company.
you care
Yeah,
about your job. But
it
yeah,
makes sense.
they came out, handled this very quickly, and that's that. And now they're getting praise. So credit where credit is due. They handled this very, very quickly. You had a guy who was not only mocking his death, but also
Just making
seemingly
up
hinting
shit.
at a desire for more political violence. So obviously that shouldn't be acceptable anywhere. But now we're
Yeah,
moving,
mocking to death, making up bullshit, and trying to get more people killed.
shifting over to the content creator side of this whole discussion with Hassan Piker, who of course has been having
Wait, am I not
a very
subscribed to
turbulent
Rev?
couple
What?
of weeks as a lot of people have been focusing on his continued use of rhetoric that spreads hateful messages or seems to advocate for political violence.
Seems.
What happened to Charlie Kirk
Have we seen the
has
same clips?
reopened that discussion and gotten the attention of some very, let's just say, powerful people. But before we get into the most recent stuff, let me just give you some context.
Oh,
There was a very huge
Oh, I thought it was
memorial
context on
service
Hassan,
for
okay.
Charlie Kirk yesterday. And of course, the wackadoos were there in full force.
She said,
I'm shocked that it's exactly who I expected.
"Oh my God, that was."
They're not sending their best. Actually, no, this probably is their best now that I think about it. She's not obese. So, that already beats like 50% of them. She doesn't have a nose ring from what I can see, or colored hair. So that's another 20%
In case you didn't
eliminated.
catch what just happened, this totally normal, empathetic person was sitting outside of the memorial service
Since you hope someone's
and
kid
waiting for
dies.
people to walk by to harass them, including a pregnant woman who she said to her that her baby should lose its life. And she was smugly proud of that and even sat there smiling as the woman's daughter, who's clearly very young, was visibly upset and crying. These are the ghouls who
These are the
celebrate
good guys, by the way, apparently.
these acts of violence, and anyone who can at least pay respects to Charlie Kirk or denounce what happened. But while there were whack jobs like that, there were plenty of other hijinks going on. You can see there was thousands upon thousands of people waiting outside to get
I
in.
would imagine,
and
yeah.
even as you can see, Secret Service snipers trying to hype up the crowd. This country is something, man. I'll tell you that. I love this country. But here's an inside look at one of the two stadiums. There was a stadium filled right here and across the street.
What are the number in these stadiums?
It was a very
what's
big
this lot?
deal.
Just out of sheer curiosity.
Turned up. And
surely it has to be in like the hundreds
I'm not
going to
sit here and review
like between
all
the two
speeches,
of them.
But one part that's important to understand, some more context. The wife of Charlie Kirk, the now widow of Charlie Kirk, Erica, forgave the assassin. She forgave the assassin for what he did to her husband, which is something I'm sure a lot of people out there wouldn't have the strength to do.
Oh yeah, fuck no, I
but
would not be able to do that.
But of course, we live in clown world. We're on social media.
If someone
somehow
kills my
this was
significant other,
a problematic thing to do. Viral posts like this, with 254,000 likes, saying, "White supremacy is so crazy because he literally killed your husband, and you're forgiving him because he's white."
Bro. This has nothing to do with... I wish I was this retarded. My life would be so
Just
easy.
blatant slander.
Imagine not having a rational thought once in your life.
Forgiveness, an act of white supremacy. Do you understand how bad that sounds? Besides the disgusting nature of this whole thing,
The layers of retardations of this.
and accuse her of things for displaying an act of forgiveness, but this correlation between forgiveness and white supremacy, is that really the argument you want to make? I don't think the 254,000.
I don't even know what they're trying to
totally real people,
get from this.
Not bots. I don't think they really thought that one through. But of course, there was more.
I saw this.
This person trying
like
to
devil
say
horns,
that she was making demonic symbols at the end, trying to praise Satan, which unfortunately for this whack job, that is "I love you" in sign language. But now we get to Hassan.
Oh.
I just want to kind of give you a sense of the crazy.
I think I saw this in my timeline, but I didn't watch it. So I saw Hassan's face and I was like, oh, it's going to be stupid, so I just ignored it.
And Hassan is starting to realize the temperature has increased. More and more people are paying attention to not just violent rhetoric being praised or encouraged online, but specifically with people like himself, where Donald Trump would make a speech during the memorial service, and he would talk about influencers who are making excuses for the violence or expressing jubilation. Or
I mean, he is the content president, so he would be on the pulse about that sort of thing.
And then he just will add on, Charlie loved it when I did this stuff, over and over again.
Influencers and others in our society who greeted his assassination with sick approval, excuses, or even jubilation. You've heard that. So have I. Couldn't believe it.
He's coming
Some of the very
influencers.
same people who spent the last
Hassan,
8
shut the fuck
years
up.
trying to sit in moral judgment of anyone who disagreed with them about politics suddenly started cheering for a murder. Incredible. You know the names. They're major losers, by the way. They'll be...
Imagine being called a loser by your own fucking president. I would just leave the country, man. That level of shame. Just...
That will be proven out in a short period of time. Some of the very people who call you a hater for using the wrong pronoun were filled with glee at the killing of a father with 2 beautiful young children. And the same commentators who this week are screaming...
Notice how the clip got better when he stopped talking. Because he's just so shit at just everything.
Fascism over a cancelled late-night TV show where the anchor had no talent and no ratings. Last week we're implying that Charlie Kirk deserved what happened to him.
Yeah, he heard that and he took it personally. And why wouldn't he at this point, right?
I don't know. I think it's like half played up, half not. I don't think he's smart enough to understand the level of shit he could be in if Trump actually wanted to go after him. Like, I don't think he's able to comprehend the amount of shit he could be in, but also at the same level, he does understand to an extent that he can actually get, like, fucked for this. Or not for this, but stuff he's done. Where'd my mouse cursor go?
I think he was sitting there, like, genuinely just hoping he would get a name drop. Because at this point, like, what else does he have to lose? Like, he's getting talked about on national networks. He's getting talked
And
about
he loves it.
by very powerful people. And, you know, who knows at this point if he would get a name drop from Donald Trump. And that's not really a name drop you want when it's associated with people
In that context,
glorifying
yeah.
political violence and the death of people
You
like
know what
Charlie
Trump should
Kirk.
do instead? He should talk about people he loves and mention Asmongold. That would do more damage to Hassan's like mental health than anything else. Any prison, deporting him, anything. If Trump just started glazing Asmongold, that would hurt him on a spiritual level.
Or sharing a similar rhetoric in general, which is more of the focus for Hassan. He's never said anything about advocating for violence against Charlie Kirk or saying it was a good thing. He said disrespectful things, I think, over the past week or two, but it was nothing that was advocating for violence against him or additional ones. But we all know
Who he's
been
referring
saying
to.
stuff that has encouraged violence on others for years and years and years.
As in,
It was
like,
a
who's
part of
Trump's
his
referring to.
community. And this is put a new fire into this discussion about radicalization online and people saying these unhinged things. And a lot of people are making Hassan Piker the face of this entire thing. So I guess at this point, that is the trophy he wants. And while Hassan Piker will never have the great respected career in journalism or this huge position as a political pundit
What
or
is
even a
his obsession with journalism and journalists? Like, I don't get it. He loves it and loves them so much. Why? Like, they're fucking worthless.
politician that I think he always has yearned for, you have to respect the ops he has developed over the years. And it wouldn't be too shocking if this sort of a comment from the president was with people like Hassan in mind. And there's another element to this that is crazy, okay? Elon Musk and Donald Trump had a big public falling out a couple months ago, but as you can see from the caption from
Oh,
Elon
yeah, I
Musk,
forgot
he
about
said,
that.
"For Charlie."
I was like, wait,
Met
what?
back up with Donald
Falling
Trump
out.
seemingly for the first time in a good while. And he shook his hand, and it seems like they're on good terms again. So why does that matter, Rev? Well, the last 2 weeks,
Yeah,
Elon
of
Musk
what
has been
Elon's been
publicly
posting.
calling out Hassan Piker
I wouldn't say they're on good terms though. I don't know. Like, they're both businessmen. They're both good businessmen, so they would put like any personal issues kind of aside to work with each other because it's mutually beneficial to both parties. So I don't know if they like each other, but if they're working together, it doesn't really matter if they like each other or not. Just
over and over again.
just the thought.
Make no mistake, think what you want about the guy or his personality or anything like that. He is the second most wealthy man in the world with connections to a lot of powerful people. In fact, he's been putting pressure on Jeff Bezos for this duration of 2 weeks, calling them out for allowing Twitch, one of their companies they own at Amazon, to allow someone like Hassan to keep getting away with acts of political violence, like one of his many examples included in this tweet he is quoting. And of course, he's not liking it. He's trying to act smug about it, but he is starting to get a little bit tired of dealing with Elon Musk, which is very funny. And he's now having to operate under the assumption that Elon's never said anything to someone like Trump. I mean, we see the pressure he's putting on Jeff Bezos, but does it really stop there? He seems to have a...
Back to crying about me, rich asshole. Hassan, you should not be calling anyone else rich asshole. Like, let's be honest here, but anyway. Genuinely obsessed. You mean the same way Asmin is obsessed with you, apparently? Crazy, you have a dude's baby mama on stream one time and she says, "Why you so buff? It's one time, bro. Let it go."
personal
Hassan, you should not... I don't know what this is supposed to be a jab at, but you of all people should not be mentioning anything related to sexual, like baby mama, anything ever. Just as a rule of thumb, you're throwing stones from a glass house.
feud with Hassan Piker. And honestly, I get it. Out of spite, he invited multiple members of his life. His ex, he invited her onto a stream. He invited Elon's transgender kid onto another stream. Like, he's doing that purely out of spite. You did this to Elon Musk, and now he's starting to get back at you. And now he doesn't like it.
He's back to crying about me again. Nice, dude. Oh, there's nothing you can do, man. In this day and age, there is literally nothing you can do. If you got like a rich,
You could just ignore it. Stop posting to advocate for murders and terrorism. I can think of a few things. You could delete Twitter. Be beneficial to everyone.
asshole who is
Hey, Iggy.
genuinely obsessed. If you got a rich asshole who's genuinely obsessed, there's actually nothing you can do about it. They will just like consistently hound you.
Just delete Twitter, bro. If you hate it that much, just delete it.
It's just crazy.
While you're at it,
You
delete
have a
delete
dude's
your
baby mama
just throw your
on
PC out the
stream
window.
one time, and she fucking says, "Why are you so buff? Is it necessary?" And then he just makes it his fucking life's mission.
100%.
It's one time, bro. Let it go. Let it fucking go. Jesus Christ, dude.
Yeah. Do you really take this guy whining about rich people that seriously?
Yeah, the
as it
guy who
goes
lives in a
back to
$3
his
million
$3
mansion.
million LA
Yeah,
home
there you go.
And his $200,000 sports cars. Like, this is absolutely insane. A victim all the way to the end in every situation.
Loves
he's
communism,
involved
but
in.
will take money
A
from
lot of people
everyone
are
else.
also pointing
Actually,
out
no,
that
makes sense.
some of these comments could be in reference to Destiny as well.
Alex
And
Jones.
Elon's also
I love
been
Alex
pushing
Jones.
for punishment
He's so
on
funny.
him, saying that
They're in deep
he's
trouble.
in deep trouble, and also quoting
Dude's takes are
another
so
post
stinky. He's so out of touch.
where,
It's insane,
in
man.
reference to what someone claims.
But if you're
is
that much of a nepo
endorsement of
baby, it makes
political
sense.
Violence, he says,
Be that out of
let him
touch.
say what he wants to say, but then also pay the price under the law. And I believe Destiny's lost his monetization on YouTube for, I believe, 90 days. So
Frogs gay.
a lot of things are going on here.
Love
and it's
that
all
clip.
stemming, at least right now,
That was
primarily
12 years
from
ago.
the Charlie Kirk assassination,
crazy.
whether it's comments directly about him or comments generally.
I
That are
found that out
advocating for
because I had to
political
send it
violence.
to someone.
It's gotten attention of very
Because I was on Twitter because I was looking for an artist, and he was live and he had 200,000 concurrent viewers. And I mentioned it to someone I knew, and they were like, "Who's that?" And I said, "You know the Turn the Friggin' Frogs gay guy." And I sent them the clip, and they were like, "Oh yeah, no, I know him." Everyone knows him. Just don't know him by name.
powerful people, whether you like
That
them
was 12
or
years.
not.
Yeah,
And this is something
actually, the remix was 12 years ago, so it might be 13.
a lot of people have been pushing for a very long time. For people to take this stuff seriously so it doesn't continue to translate into real life violence. And these
I wonder if I
platforms
still
like Twitch,
have it in my Discord.
they don't do
Like
anything
links.
about this. And they haven't for years. And now there's a sort of reckoning. And
Which fucking tab did you
Twitch,
open in?
I don't like them putting chemicals in the water.
Sorry, 8 years ago. Which one was 12 years? There was something else I checked that was 12 years old. That I'm blanking
other
on.
platforms, their
It was a
CEOs have been invited to speak before Congress.
He went broke
and
by
whether
having a
that
coke
happens
habit.
or not, we're gonna have to wait and see. But you know, you can
That
feel
would make
something
sense,
happening
actually.
here. You can feel like
I just
the
kind of
pressure
assumed he was on
is
drugs.
mounting to a point where
But
even
like,
Twitch
I never looked
might
into
have
it.
to do something at some point. But for now, that's gonna do it for this video. As always, feel free to share your thoughts about today's topics in the comment section down below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.
Wow. Watch this. Hassan tries to spin this as Asman. Yeah. Especially since Asman's going to come back to streaming soon. As soon as Trump said major losers, Hassan knew was talking about him. He was. His wife left him because of that. Oh, he was married? I didn't know that. Moral of the story. Hassan is cooked. Right. Next YouTube slop to fill the trough for the piggies over there. Hold on. I'll do the YouTube intro. It's not even an intro, I just... Nintendo has been putting up bullshit lawsuits for... well, forever now. But this is the worst one. By far. Well, one of the worst ones. I'm hip to Alex Jones lore. Never really looked into him. I just see him come up every now and again.
Nintendo
Bro, I know you record these live, but like...
may be taking on the world, and that may include the U.S. government as its lawfare.
Okay, this might be the
campaign
one person that can
expands
actually take on
its
Nintendo.
West Square, American attorney and the legal mindset would teach you to be your own judge. So let's get right into it today. So this is a topic that many people have asked me to cover. And they've been asking me
Because
to
it's such a
cover this for a
stupid.
very, very long time
It's about the patent,
because
isn't it?
it's something very much ongoing, and it affects not just Nintendo, not just
Nintendo
Pokemon and
versus the
Power but
world.
the entire gaming space. And this could affect a genre. This could affect the gaming space, the modding community, and even Nintendo itself.
Oh
This
yeah,
could be
they're
make or
suing for
break
mods as
Nintendo,
well.
where they cement an image in the world, in the gaming community, as the villain, as the evil corporation, and really turn things downward for their very own business. But we're going to talk about this today.
It won't do much to Nintendo. Most people don't really care. Like, they'll see that, they'll go, oh, I hate them, and then they'll just purchase from them anyway. Because the products, say what you want about Nintendo, I hate them as a company, but you have to admit, their games, objectively speaking, are good. I don't like them personally, but they are, like, well-made games for the most part. It's kind of like Nestle. Most people know Nestle is an absolute, like, horrid company, but they still buy their products because they sell, like, good products.
Perspective, and also from a business perspective, because as I am a corporate attorney, I've seen the inside of these corporations. I know what makes business sense and what doesn't. And indeed, this campaign of lawfare is absolutely suicidal for Nintendo. And of course, this is a fast facts video. So if you want to see the longer version, you want to get all the reactions,
I need to
all the
start watching the
comments,
longer
you
ones.
check
I
out the
haven't checked
live.
them in a
If
while.
you do like the fast facts, make sure you like the video and leave a comment below. So let's get into the PowerPoint, the PP here today. And of course, this is both a Japanese and...
You didn't like Mario Bros. Or Mario Kart? I pretty much would only have a Nintendo for Mario games. The last Nintendo product I owned was a Wii, and I played the new Super Mario, I think it was new Super Mario Bros, whatever it was called, the Wii one. I played that. I played the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fighting game. The one with the 3D characters, not the 2D one. Would have had like the Rabbids in it. That one. And I played Skylanders up until Trap Team on it, and then I switched to playing it on a console or an Xbox. But the problem is that it was Superchargers then, which was like the worst one in the series, so I stopped playing them then.
And US thing, because the lawsuits are going on in Japan, but there's US patents involved, and of course, when the US government gets involved, well, that will be a lawsuit in America. So let's talk about this.
I noticed a GameCube in here as well as my brother's.
Nintendo is now arguing as part of their ongoing lawsuit with Palworld that mods don't count as proper games. So what they're attempting to do is have Palworld say, hey, you need to shut down every...
Bought the Wii, and I hacked it to be able to play free games on it. I was like 6 or something, so I didn't know about that until years and years later.
Every single
the Wii hack is very easy. I've heard a lot of the older consoles are pretty easy to do that on. Like I've seen a ton of PS3 ones as well.
We're gonna have you shut that down because Palworld is, of course, being accused of being too similar to
You're old.
Pokemon, and therefore, hey, we're going to say you got to shut down everything. Now, mind you, their current lawsuit is over patents. It's actually not a copyright lawsuit, but they're attempting to expand.
Yeah, they're patenting the summoning mechanic.
And you can see that,
which
of
is
course,
like,
people are coming out with mods and spin-off games right now. You see Pal Farm here, which is a Palworld spin-off game, enjoying a farming life.
Oh, bro, you think that's bad? Hold on.
Team up with them and grow your farm at your own pace.
I saw this earlier. I thought it was a fan game. It's actually real.
Multiplayer. So this is them, hey, kind of spinning off of Palworld. Well, guess what? This is exactly.
They have a romance game coming out. Also, sexual content is a tag, so that's interesting. I'm gonna say though, Pocket Pair, they know their market. I'll give them that. They know what they're doing.
Exactly the type of thing Nintendo hates. And what Nintendo is missing,
you're in your late 30s. You don't look or feel old.
And all these mods like Pal Farm,
late 30s on the internet is like fossil.
Help Nintendo, help the company, and help everybody, but only because they're operating from this.
You're about as old as popular MMOs. To put it in perspective, and he started YouTube 13 years ago. Doing RuneScape, I think it was what he started with.
Here. So let's talk about the legal battles in Nintendo, and there's various ones that are ongoing here. first, and this is the
So,
biggest thing that
it's just
bothers me,
because,
is
like,
that this
I thought you
battle
understand
over
how it works.
mods, really the decision whether or
You know,
not the
the
mod
new
rests with
gens
the game
coming in
owner and their end
every
user,
year.
license
There's
agreement
more
in
new
URLA.
gens
So
than our old gens,
if
so
Power
just
World wants to
by
decide to allow
comparison,
mods, that's
you're
Power
old.
World's decision. That should not be Nintendo's decision. So the big issue with this
30 isn't
precedent
even old,
is
like
if
65 is.
Nintendo wins this
Yeah,
precedent, then any
but it's like you're outnumbered by people like under the age of 21, more or less. Like if you're a content creator and you're 30, you're probably not that old. Like most content creators are in their late 20s, early 30s. Like Natasha Nyanners is 31 or 32. But the thing is most content creators don't say how old they are. Because it's just a really bad like play to make. Because if you say like, oh, I'm 35, you'll say, you immediately, almost like a barrier comes up where like younger people will just, for whatever reason, Moist Critical is like 31. Yeah, Charlie is getting up there, but Charlie has looked the same. Like his face has looked the same for the past like 10 years. He hasn't changed. His hair length has. That's it. But like most of them won't say how old they're, because the new gens hate it when they're watching someone and it's like, oh, I'm 30, and like, oh, this person's old. I immediately disagree with everything they say, and then they just tap out.
game which looks at another game and says, hey, this looks sort of similar to me, or hey, I made some last minute patent, and we're going to talk about the sneaky patent
It's a
troll
good
level
tip.
BS.
That's why VTuber models are great. They never age.
Any company could come out, file a last minute patent, and stop mods.
You don't
This
really
would
think about it.
kill the modding community.
I
This
only
will allow
started
big
really thinking about stuff like
corporations,
that
big corpos to nuke mods
few months
across the
ago.
board. And this is an absolute travesty, because mods are sometimes the most beloved parts of the game. In fact, many times big companies look at the mods and they find which mod is most successful, and they make a game based on the mod, or they make official.
I can't think of any games off the top of my head that have done this bar Pal World. Make a spin-off based on a popular mod. I think Dota was a mod, wasn't it? Everyone thinks I'm early 20s from how I look. I've been told I look 21 since I turned like 15. I've been 21 for the past 3.5 years. 3.5, 4 years. So I just kind of ride with it. But mods that turn into games. I think Dota is the only one. Or that I can think of. Or at least Dota 1, Defense of the Agents. You've seen dudes like that.
Support for that mod,
I don't know
right?
how I'm
Look at
clean
Dota,
shaven.
right?
I think
Dota
I look
became
a lot
thing,
younger
right?
than I
And
actually
that's,
am, but
once again, goes all the way back
guess
to being
not.
a mod. But a lot of these gaming companies have forgotten their roots. They've forgotten
I am
where things
white
come from,
though, so that might be
and
why.
they're just trying to win
You've always
through
looked like a
little
baby.
legal persnickety
Baby face, yeah, I have
tactics,
that as
which
well.
just make them seem petty and ultimately push
But I
them
can't grow a
deeper
beard.
and deeper
Like it's
into the
patchy, so I
villain
have to
role.
keep it shaved.
And the biggest thing that happened here that
So
really
either
caught
look
my
like
eye
shit,
was
but
last
look
month,
like I'm about 25,
Nintendo
or
snuck
look
in
like
a
16.
new patent, a U.S. patent, about summoning a sub character to fight. So essentially, what this does is say anytime that there's
Oh, come on, Legal Mindset. You couldn't have
any
re-recorded this.
game
I love you,
where there's
Andrew,
a
but come on.
sub character, that meaning, the main character. Now, initial analysis by patent attorneys, and once again, that's not my area of specialty. I'm more of a generalist. Initial
Can't grow a
analysis
beard
said,
either.
yeah,
Just hair
well,
on the
it's
chin. Yeah, I get
technically
like the
legal,
pubes on my
but
face.
they
That's why
really
I don't grow
want
one.
a judge to look at it. If a judge looked at this,
I'll grow
they
hair
might say,
perfectly
"Hold
fine
on
everywhere
there,
else, but
especially in
just
the
not
United
my
States.
face.
Hold on there. What you're trying to do is control the entire pocket monster genre, or even pocket character, or sub character genre."
It also like infringes on almost every like RPG in existence. Like how many RPGs do you know where it's like, oh, do you want to summon like a bonus character or something for one turn? Almost all of them have, like, at least turn based, have that mechanic. And like, how do you even? Because it was like summoning something to fight for you. So what about like Overlord? Well, Overlord, you don't summon anything, but like games where you are a necromancer or like a beastmaster, the lawsuit is so dumb. Yeah, it's very clear that they just kind of like, okay, we're just patenting summoning and we're going to use it only to target you. It's like, it's kind of like, I hate patents like this. Like, what is it, the Nemesis system that's patented by, I think it's Warner Bros. The What game was it again? Shadow of Earth, I think it was, where it's like, an enemy kills you and then the game ranks them up. Also riding mounts. It's very, like, vague. Even reading it and they're trying to be specific, it's still way too broad. But it's just like, I just think patent, like, I understand from a business perspective why you would do these patents and why you would allow it. But it's just a net negative
You really can't do that
for,
You
like,
can't do
everyone
that in
else.
America. You can't say, hey, no, we own the entire genre. You can't do anything in this entire genre. That's not allowed. Think about superheroes, saying, hey, you can't make a superhero genre, or you can't make a monster genre,
Well,
or whatever else. right?
Disney
All
owns
over
Marvel, and I feel like they're not too far away from trying to purchase DC, so they're not too far off.
genre, dinosaur genre, right? How far?
Okay,
are we
well,
gonna
the dinosaurs are a real thing. Oh, but I get what you mean, yeah.
let these corporations go?
I don't
and
think you could
just
trademark a
monopolize the genres?
velociraptor,
It
but
doesn't
maybe,
make
I don't
sense,
know.
and it stifles creativity. It's absolutely horrible for everybody. Nobody wins here, and the corporation
Nintendo wins,
just
is literally
looks
it.
horrible. Now, what the reality is, and once again, I tell you guys a legal reality, whether the facts meet your feelings or not. And I hope that people who both are pro Nintendo and anti
You totally understand why they're going after Pal Worlds, since it really is a fan-made better Pokemon. It is, to be fair. It's understandable, but how about hire them to make a good Pokemon game and not sue them? Yeah, it really is just that easy, isn't it? Just, like, hire them. Or make a good game. No, sue them. Fuck it.
Nintendo can listen to this. But
Such a
Japanese
waste
courts
of
are
time.
likely to favor Nintendo. And now that's both based on the power and structure of Nintendo in Japan, their influence, etc. But the other thing that is really important to note, especially with the US patents, is if any of those patents in the US are challenged, US courts might not look so favorably on Nintendo. So under US law, they might be in some trouble. And that's where Nintendo is probably sweating right now. Because if someone with deep enough pockets came at them and really came at them hard and really pressed them, they might be in some big trouble. So I want to get into a situation with America.
I like this lawsuit specifically for one reason, and that's there might be a court, like justice, that has to discuss the Pal World dating game in front of like an audience, and Pocket Bear has to come up and explain why this game is safe and why it shouldn't be taken down. That's the only like net positive out of this.
In fact, it got brought up today by ICE in the Department
Like,
of
imagine some fucking 60-year-old fossil. It's like, so why are you doing this? You date the lizard and you get them to become your girlfriend. And it's also flagged for sexual content, so who knows? Like, oh, okay. But then again, what if Nintendo brings up, is it Vaporeon? I think there could be a real battle there, you know? So what is this hentai? Who is this 4chan?
Which dropped a very spicy video. And
What the fuck is this?
I'm wondering whether there's some base Chad in the social media department at DHS who's just sitting there. He's a gamer, and he's like, "Hey, you know what's trending right now? Nintendo
Pokemon.
being an asshole. So let's."
Oh my
let's
god! I just
troll
realized
them
what it is.
and let's absolutely poke Nintendo, because if anybody can go after Nintendo, it is the U.S. government. Once again, Nintendo has a lot
The
of money,
hacker noticed
but, the US
4chan.
government could just print money.
Oh,
They
it's
can
so
just print money.
fucking
And
stupid.
what makes it even worse is most Japanese debt, if you don't know this, they tend to have a lot of it denominated in US dollars. So as the US prints, that just hurts the Japanese side. So Nintendo attempting to borrow would probably just end up benefiting the US government, which just would fuel the lawsuit. So it's absolutely a glorious situation. It's kind
Please,
of
I think it's a clip.
funny
Play
white
it.
pill.
I
But
want
anyways,
to
you
see
can
it.
see the DHS in this Gotta Catch 'Em All ICE video,
Yeah.
referencing the ICE roundups, used the kind
Everyone
of
in
trademark
office is
lettering
so
of
out of touch.
Pokemon.
It's
You can see them
insane.
here rounding up people. They use clips from Pokemon, Pokeballs, Ash Ketchum,
They just have no
right,
idea
to the
about
tune
like
of
anything.
Gotta Catch 'Em
They're
All. So
like
this is
just up to date with like Facebook, and even then, that's really pushing it.
something that, hey, if Nintendo was going to come at them and Nintendo was going to say, "Hey, we're litigious. We have to sue everybody. We have to do everything." Well, Nintendo,
No, you don't understand. We have to sue every company on the planet. It's just we legally we have to, okay? We don't want to listen. We don't want to be the bad guys. We just have to sue you.
Nintendo, if you want to play that
No
game,
bad blood.
if you want to be a big boy and sue everybody, let's see you sue the United States. Please, dear YouTube overlords, dear Nintendo, please do that. You will print me so much money covering this case. Please do that. As a grifter lawyer here on YouTube, I would love that. I said as a term of endearment, right? Of course,
As
I'm
a
joking.
slop
That would be
content
horrible for
creator,
Nintendo.
that'd
That
be
would
great for me as
absolute
well.
disaster for
Please.
them. But what was also funny is they not just copied the theme, but they even went to Pokemon.
You're in your late
cards. So even the
30s, still at the
Pokemon
age where you grew
cards
up with
and all that
internet
related to
culture.
them,
Oh,
they
so you're one of the
kinda,
rare ones.
made those out. And whoever did this the Pokemon
I
card
just
element
realized,
in
what
this
am I
video was
looking
like
at?
3 seconds, but they put thought and detail into this, like type
I
illegal,
would
HP
type illegal.
1, right? They got their crime here, they got their history, and then the best thing that made me
The
really laugh
weakness
was
is
weakness to
ice.
Weakness to ice. That's absolutely
I would read
hilarious.
this out
Of
loud,
course,
but I
they
don't
all
think I
died to a
can.
Shed Ninja. Isn't it sad when you all died to a Shed Ninja? But anyways, let's look at this in fair use. So let's say, hey, if Nintendo's going to come with the U.S. government, what would happen? What are the fair use factors? And this applies to a lot of other cases as well. You can use this just broadly.
I didn't
especially for
realize
copyright,
DHS now shit posting,
etc.
but
Well,
I'm all for
there's
it.
really 4 things. Purpose and character of the use. Is it commercial, non-commercial? Is it research, educational, governmental?
I would
The
call
nature,
Palworld
is it
educational,
factual or
yes.
creative? The amount and substantiality of the work used. So if we're talking about the Ethan Klein lawsuits, right? If you just watch all of his content,
He mentioned him.
that's all of it. That's
He mentioned my boy.
Ethan's stronger arguments in his lawsuits against Casey Tron Denims and the
You can do whatever you
Orbeez,
want. Do I think if someone
and
reported you? But no,
Discord and Reddit.
seriously, no one would want to report
But
you.
they just use some clips, right?
No, there are auto flags that sometimes go off. I have had an auto flag go off once, on YouTube, which is where I upload this to afterwards. Actually, it was really stupid. I was doing a reaction to it was yesterday or the day before. I was doing a reaction to a TLC, Secret Eaters thing, and I uploaded it to YouTube, and I got copy striked for it. Now it's a copy strike, so I'm not in any like bad water, but it's like, because I noticed that my stream was copy striked, and it doesn't make sense because I don't have anything in my stream that should be copy striked, and I checked it, and they copy strike in a whole like 30 minutes. I was like, what is this? And I check it, and it was TLC, just automatically copy strike the whole half hour. I was like, what the fuck? Sometimes YouTube flag. Twitch doesn't care, bro. Twitch does not give a fuck. Unless you are a VTuber with large breasts, which I'm not, so I'm fine. Or your name is Tectone. Those are like the only 2 times they care. Outside of that, do whatever you want, buddy.
A much different story. And then last is the effect on the market. So are you a market competitor? Are you a market competitor to Pokemon? So let's
To be
look
fair,
at that
Palworld
compared
is
to
a
the US
competitor.
government. Let's pretend in a magical
You
world,
streamed full
pretend
last
world,
movie. That's
where
it.
Pokemon and Nintendo sue the U.S. government. This is not.
Yeah,
gonna
I wouldn't do that just in
because the
case,
purpose
like
and
for
character of the
myself.
use is
But
governmental,
yeah,
it's
I've heard
nonprofit.
of
They're not
people doing
making a
that.
game. They're just trolling. They're just making a meme, right? What's the nature? It's a creative parody. So it's not something. It's something that typically is protected. Not.
I would
something that
call
typically they would
Palworld a
rule in favor of
parody.
Nintendo.
I think you'd be
What's
pushing
the
it, but you
amount?
probably
They only
could.
use little clips of the pieces. They use the theme song, but it's mostly government footage of government, officers arresting people, which Nintendo doesn't own.
Oh, he's
And what's
talking about the
effect on
ice
market?
thing.
Not
Okay,
at
I
all.
completely
The
zoned
government
out.
is not in the pocket monster genre. The government is not, selling games.
Well-
The government is not selling Game Boy
Pocket monster. Well, the funny thing about that is
and stuff like that. So all these factors would go in favor of
they're pocket monsters, and they're putting them in
But
Alcatraz
what I want to talk about
in
today
Texas.
the
I think it is.
suicide, and this is part of the deeper thought.
You're in
here
that
that I hope you
category.
guys
You've been
can
doing this since
appreciate as
2019. You don't
people
even care anymore.
is,
Okay, that's fair.
That there is an ability to
Super
profit,
under the radar.
even if something is similar. And this is kind of
I mean, most people are. It's really just like the top 100 that Twitch kind of keep an eye on. And even then, it's more than likely the top 10 really that they're kind of hard focused on. And since Asmon hasn't and Tectone haven't streamed in like 3 weeks, they've probably looked at more people, admittedly, but I imagine like 90% of their work, using fairy fingers here, is just watching Asmund, Tectone, and Hassan streams.
Double effect. It's kind of the Hollywood double effect, or some people actually call this the Armageddon deep impact effect. Now, I know some of you Gen Z people may not know this, so
I
stick with
don't.
me. Back in the day of
Mhm.
when movies were good, when Hollywood did things, right? Think way back. You were probably a wee one if you're a younger person, but I remember this. They would put out similarly themed movies.
Finding
So they're
needle in a
both
haystack.
about an
Yeah,
asteroid that would end
there's
the
too
Earth.
many people
And
to
what
actually
this would
regulate
do
everyone.
is, instead of hurting, because people might think if you're living in a scarcity mindset, thinking, oh my gosh, there's only so much money. We got to get that money. We got to knock out our competitor. You might think, wow, why didn't Armageddon sue Deep Impact?
Millions of people
Right? Why didn't
streaming.
they knock them out of there? Well,
Yeah, millions of people streaming, and like, what is this? 90% of the viewer base is to the top like 20 people. It's actually crazy when you look at it.
one, you can't take over a whole genre, right? And number two, the movies actually generated more money because both of them came out around the same time. Why did that happen? Let's talk about the double effect. So this is a proven market strategy that boosts both products. There's shared hype, right? So people get excited for both. They get excited.
Yeah, this happened weirdly enough with Barbenheimer. I do not understand how or why, but it was just kind of accepted. No idea how. I didn't watch either of them. You average like 5 viewers for definitely on the front page or anything. I wouldn't want to be on the front page, to be honest. I feel like I would get banned in about 10 seconds. Way too dangerous. What is this?
For, hey, I love space. I love these movies.
I love
and
space.
It creates a cultural conversation. People
Okay.
start talking about space, start talking about asteroids, start talking about, well, what if this happened? What would you do, right?
What
It's
if the
like
world
zombie
blew
genre.
up?
People started talking
Literally
about, well, if
save-
zombies
yeah, no, I was
attack,
just like-
what would you do? Would you survive?
People
What would you do?
post on
What's
Twitter
your
like,
tactic
"Oh,
for
I'm on the
zombies?"
front page." I'm
Right?
like, "Oh,
And
fuck."
it takes over. It just takes over your thoughts. Beyond that, there's strategic differentiation. So let's talk about Pokemon and Pal World. So
Pal World is
with
intended for a mature audience
Pokemon is
as
intended for younger
guns.
audiences. Now, I know I say intended because that said, and I'm looking at all of you guys out there, and listen,
Vaporeon
I don't care
fans.
how much Tylenol you've taken. I'm not going to judge you, right? No judgment here in the legal mindset. Yes, I know older people play Pokemon. I know a lot of adults that play Pokemon. I'm not judging you for that. Listen, I may or may not. I cannot disclose whether I have emulators on my computer, okay? And I cannot
I
disclose
can't either.
whether I've played Pokemon Ultraviolet. That's something I'm not going to disclose on the internet. But that said, you can say, okay, Pokemon.
I
is
cannot
intended for younger
disclose whether or
audiences.
not I played Pokemon Brick Bronze on Roblox like 3 years ago.
Power World is mature. Power World has guns. Power World perhaps tackles the topic of slavery, right? There's these more mature topics.
I mean,
and more
yeah,
refined tastes.
there's a
you
black
might say,
market
for Power World.
merchant, so
It's
I mean,
not necessarily a one for one. And beyond that, what it does is it boosts the genre, increased visibility. People are talking about pocket monsters, right? Pocket Monsters becomes cool again. It becomes a thing because everyone's making these games. And lastly, there can be cultural references. Content creators can argue forever.
the generation
I
grew up
remember getting on
Pokemon, played
podcasts
Pokemon Red
and
and the
talking
Game
about,
Boy.
hey, which is better, this or that, like
When you
with
were
zombie
10
movies,
like
which is
most
better, which
millennials.
is better, right? With fantasy, which is better, right?
I don't think
Wheel
I've
of
ever
Time, Lord of the
actually
Rings,
seen a
etc.
Game
you can
Boy, like
argue and
IRL.
nerd out over these things, and that's
You were saying that
good
just
for
made me think
both
about
of
that.
the properties. It's good for everybody. You do not need.
I think the
to knock
oldest console I've ever seen is a PS1. I think that's or GameCube. I don't know which ones. I think the PS1 is older, isn't it?
everybody out.
But those
So
would be
my-
like the
my
two
kind of,
oldest I've ever seen.
Preaching to Nintendo here. It's sort
The Game Boy was really solid. I've seen all like the add-ons for it, like the battery pack, the controller handle, is it a light you put on it? Evil. Is this like your Mario Kart list?
of the choose the path of good, right? I've been on this kind
What
of
the fuck is this?
thing here for a lot of a lot of different reasons, but choose the path of good, Nintendo. You still can get
They
people
won't.
to like you, but you have to decide which character you want to be, right? Do you want to be Bowser? Do you want to be evil, or do you want to be Mario, right? And I'm okay if you're Donkey Kong.
Mario's a cock. No one wants to be Mario. You were surprised by the Game Boy?
Right, I'm
Playing
okay
with
if
an
you're out there
NES in your
wrecking
hands.
stuff. Even Peach, because actually she's probably like a little bit
I-
chaotic. I don't know. Peach, I might have to
In
demote her,
class
but
on the go.
once again, you can
Yeah,
be
we just
Donkey
use our
Kong, you
phone.
can still wreck stuff. You
We
can
just
still be
play
a
our
little
phone in
wild,
class.
but you don't want to be evil. You don't want to be in the
We
Bowser
had-
Goomba.
I say had because I'm not in school anymore because I finished. But we had one really old teacher who didn't like he was 70, right? So we would all go on our phones to play, and we would always abbreviate Clash of Clans as cock. Back in like 1995. Oh god. We'd always abbreviate Clash of Clans as cock. And we would all just start shouting, "Hey, can I play with your cock? Can I see your cock?" And we would just say this, and he would just stare at us, and we wouldn't bat an eye. We would just look at him like this was normal. And he was really uncomfortable. We thought it was really funny, so we just kept doing it.
Territory.
Smartphones have
and
become
be
normal
known
since like
as a bad
2007.
company. And I want a world in which
Oh.
good games are made and
Oh, flip
Nintendo makes
phones.
good games. If Nintendo
You had flip
goes
phones
back
for
to
it,
just
didn't you?
focusing on
Even
the
if
games
you
and
did have the phone,
suing
I think some
everybody
people just didn't.
and realizing that they themselves will profit if they lay off the gas, they become the good guy, they focus on their content, and they can even collaborate with other companies that are in the similar
Nintendo would rather off themselves instead of collabing with anyone, except it's like Disney.
genre.
You'd
and
flip
work
phones.
together. How about a Pocket Monster convention, right?
The game
You
on it
could
was
do
Snake.
So much with that. You can do so much with that.
We even played
You
Snake in
choose
school
to
though.
work together and focus on what businesses should be doing.
So it's
which
fine.
is making money.
It's still a
instead of
thing.
engaging in
Just
long-term
we have
growth.
colours
Tell me what
now.
you guys
That's the
think in
only
the comments
difference.
below, and I'll catch you on the next.
Fantastic video, Legal Mindset. Amazing. I always read them. So funny, Nintendo will find any legal loophole to abuse a patent. Yeah. 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 This one, nothing legal wise. This is just one I saw. It's a Dream cosplayer. It's from High End Wonder. I like High End Wonder. So I said, fuck it, we'll watch it. This video's like a year
Hello
old. But
everyone, my name is Donovan Mayo, aka Donovan Mayo.
I think this is a
We're
lol
gonna be
cow.
talking
So
about Donovan Mayo.
Donovan Mayo is a 21-year-old TikTok content creator.
I'm widely known on TikTok as a cosplayer and role player.
Ah.
I was role playing with mine.
Oh, you're one of those.
Welcoming video for Phoenix Dream and her SMP.
There you are. Just want to let you know that you did such a good job today.
Here's one of the messages that I was role playing with.
It's all secret. Now stop playing.
He looks
coy.
like
My number one fan is waiting.
I also
the meme of the like 5 Discord mods of it's like, who do you want to date, and then it's like the just the weirdos favorite lol cow. Oh, so many good ones. Let me think. Cyrax has been quiet lately, so I can't say Cyrax. He hasn't given me any content. Chris Chan obviously is, he's the lol cow. He's the face of it. Nova, is it Nova Universe? Yeah, Nova Universe. He still does a lot. He still posts a lot, and he's the new age Chris Chan, or as close as you can get to it, really. There's a German one, Dragon. Was it Dragon Warrior? DSP. Oh, wait. No, actually, it might be DSP. Because DSP is still. He's been doing the same shit for the last decade. He is still, to this day, doing the same. Like, unable to play a game, crying to chat, begging for subs and donos and shit. So I think it might be DSP. There's some other good ones, like you have Daniel Larson, World of T-shirts. I have his face in my head, but I'm blanking on his name. He's the guy who fakes being autistic. Fuck, I can't remember his name.
said that I tied someone
Sierra the Furry is another one.
up. Well, I'm here to tell you now that all of that
Oh,
was just
no.
acting. I don't think I want any of you.
They're all
I don't
special in
want
their own
anything
unique
to
way.
have to do with you. Thank you for listening, and goodbye.
Ladies and gentlemen,
The
the man
fakest
you
rubber
saw
rabbit
is
hole
a
gets so
person by the
cringe.
name of Donovan Mayo, a TikTok cosplayer with a bit of a revolting history. A history that
Yeah,
we're
a
gonna
lot
be
of it
diving
is just
into today
really,
in this
like,
video. If you're aware of Mr. Mayo, you may
strange.
have stumbled across
Like, was it Ticks and Roses? Is probably one of the most notorious ones.
of his TikToks where his cosplaying has been honed down to a specific niche involving one
Where she
large
just made up
Minecraft
having
YouTuber.
Tourette's.
This Minecraft YouTuber is known as Dream, particularly recreating the well-known series
It would
of
either be
Dream's
her
SMP
or the guy. He was a WoW streamer and he faked being stuck to a wheelchair and he just got up midstream one day. He was before my time though. I don't know his name. I've just seen clips of him.
into a real-life setting with his own
Saw the video on that like a
twists
few
and
days ago. Ticks and
creative
Roses.
direction.
Yeah, I saw that
One
come out. I
twist in
recommended it as well a
particular,
few
which
days
will
ago.
be heavily important later on, involving
That
his
situation's like a
persona
year old
as
though.
Evil Dream and a minor.
LastStream.exe at your service.
From being possessed
Bro, dream
apparently
stands
by
are
the
so fucking
spirit of
cringe.
popular Minecraft YouTubers, all the way to flirting with people of all kinds of ages in an attempt to seem desirable online.
You're such a good girl.
It's not working, buddy. Down to the vile admission of guilt of his actions and manipulation towards
We watched
young,
probably the same video,
impressionable
more than
minors.
likely,
The
yeah.
story of
I
Donovan
can't remember
Mayo
who
is
made
one
it,
that
though.
doesn't fail to leave you feeling both
Probably just another like
disappointed and
lol cow
disgusted.
channel.
Now, before
There's
we
quite a
hop
few
into
of them
today's
now.
video, I just want to say my name
They've
is
had a bit
Ryan.
of a
So great to have
resurgence
you
in
here.
recent
If you're
years.
new around here, warm welcome to you. If you're not and you're coming back, great to see you again. Now, I just want to say I'm getting kind of used to this type of content. So
If you
you
watch
have
the
any
same kind of,
constructive
yeah, we
feedback
probably
or
have
criticism,
like more or less the
definitely
same
let me know down
recommendation
below. The
page.
last video you guys said I was doing some zooms and all that, so we're not going to be having none of this going on. Also, I want to give a shout out to the creators on
Fucking
screen.
hate
This is
editing,
where I
man.
first learned of this story, so definitely go and check those guys out as they all have their own opinions and insights towards this particular situation. Once more, before we hop in, make sure to drop a like and subscribe down below with the bell notification on if you enjoyed today's video so you don't miss out on any further.
Come on, get
uploads.
into the
Thank you
yapping.
for being here, and let's get right into today's video, the story of Donovan Mayo.
So I clicked on it yesterday, browsing Twitch, just saw you were watching some reality TV. I was like, hell yeah.
As we start off our story today, we
I
have
watch
to
that
ask
stuff
ourselves
all the
one
time.
very important question.
Whenever I
Who
can.
exactly is Donovan Mayo, and how did we end up where we are today? It's a very good question. As I already mentioned before, he got his first start over on
It's
TikTok
like that
by doing a lot of
and like
cosplays
Charlie.
where he pretended to be Dream. However, this wasn't the only persona he had. He would try to recreate the Dream SMP in his own
And then,
vision.
like,
I
lol
believe
cow
it
stuff from
initially
time to time
started
I'll
off
check
as
out
him
as well.
just taking episodes of the Dream SMP that he found over on YouTube and then recreating them. However, somewhere along the line, he decided to form his own Dream Sonas, if you want to say. That feels weird coming out of my mouth. Now, he has two in particular. He would have just normal Dream, but
He has
then
a good voice
had
for radio.
kind
Yeah,
of
he does
more
have a
of
very-
his darker side, known as Lost
I would say like
Dreams
narration
and
voice even, like
Edgelord
it's
Dreams.
just
Let's have a few peeks at those
solid.
clips so I can kind of just show you rather
But it's not
than
like
explain
TikTok
it.
voice. I've seen some of his more recent videos. He hasn't. That VTuber concert.
I always say.
I saw a clip, like a 2-minute clip from a VTuber concert. This was like a week ago. That concert happened. It was Cottontail and someone else, and I was so disappointed because there was no one. They had like the glow sticks and they were doing the dancing to it, but no one was going like absolutely like sicko mode, fucking doing backflips and shit. They were all just doing like little drumming, and I was so sad. I thought I would see something so awesome, but there was just, so boring, bro.
If you can't hide the blood,
You're a
I
more
don't
classic
wanna
style
know
broadcasting
about
kind of voice.
Well,
I hate the TikTok accent so much. But everyone has it, because you kind of have to have it.
Oh my gosh! Bless the heavens above.
I wish Dad could see me now.
See if
Maybe I
Raycon's
should
in?
visit Daddy D to let him see the bloodshed I caused in the server. Here I come, Dad. You're my next victim.
What's a TikTok accent voice? I would have, if I type in TikTok accent, it will come up. But just in case, I'll do it in a different tab.
Like what I done with the place.
Hold on. Why is it suggesting Canva? I don't use Canva.
Everything's just completely right. You're right. This isn't me. And you aren't.
Wait, let me see. Why is it not playing audio? Oh.
Hey guys, today we're trying this new makeup brand from Sephora. In our example, you'll notice the up talk always starts with a rising tone on the final stressed syllables. guys, and rough. However, you can optionally add more tones on the phrase.
Let me find a good example of it.
Now, being TikTok's largest edgelord isn't all the
Canva's
wonderful
pretty cool. You're on
talents that
someone's
this man
premium
has.
account.
No. Donovan is a bag of tricks.
Fair
You see,
enough.
Donovan has a bit of a
I use
taste for
Photoshop
dancing
and Premiere.
around
I use the
TikTok.
Adobe
It's
Suite.
nothing I particularly saw on my For You page, but enough people found out to really start honing in on this guy,
Let
and
me
that's
see.
when the trolls began to appear. But just because Donovan was on the radar now doesn't mean that he was gonna let that back him down. No, this man has confidence of a god. He began to start doing, I guess, his
You don't
own
need
sort
Canva
of
then.
series
No,
aside
no, no,
from
no.
the Dream SMP cosplay.
I used it
He
like
would
once. I
start
don't like
flirting
Canva.
with other creators of presumably all ages, given that according to him, he doesn't ask about age.
I was role playing with minors, but didn't know at the time. I didn't care to ask their age.
Let me get your opinion on this man's ability to rizz up the fellas.
DRBA, you're good, bro.
Come here. Just want to let you know that you did such a good job today. I'm so proud of you. You're such a good girl.
Yeah, so I don't
That
know
was-
if
that
you're
hurt
still
my soul
If you
watching
had to
that.
leave due to mental health reasons, I don't blame you one bit. That was a little bit of an uncomfortable situation.
that
we
was a
just
bit,
had to bear
eh.
witness to. I felt like I just came home to the world's creepiest father. What the hell was that?
You did such a good job today. I'm so proud of you.
What are you doing? Yeah, so if you can't tell, he doesn't even use his real voice. He uses a deep voice modifier to make him sound like, well, as he would describe, the true alpha. This clip in particular, though, it just
Alpha
makes
male,
me
bro.
so viscerally uncomfortable.
You're
Like,
just a
it
beta
just
male.
feels so strange. Now, after some of these awful clips began to surface and people started to dig a little deeper on our mystery man, Donovan Mayo over here, a lot of people began to notice one thing in particular about Donovan's account. He seemed to be following a large quantity of minors. It's
yeah.
no smoking gun, but it's enough to raise one's eyebrow,
Be
especially
like,
when this is the type of content you're producing on your channel.
You're such a good girl.
However, it wouldn't take long for the internet suspicions to be fully put to
We
rest
did it,
after
guys!
the
We hit our goal
introduction
of
one
raising
his
$48
new
million.
characters
A
known
crazy
as
number. To
Phoenix
get 2 million
Dream.
people
Now, this
all around the
character
world
was
clean water
voiced
for
by one of
decades each.
Donovan's
People in America,
friends,
Europe.
And this is where things begin to take a disturbing turn.
SMP working video for Phoenix Dream and her SMP.
Now, Dream Phoenix was the first time,
Yeah,
to my understanding, we ever saw a new collaborative character in Donovan's SMP.
Why does he announce
storyline.
new
This
characters
character
joining,
was
though? Kind of
added
defeats
as,
purpose.
I
Just have them
presume,
randomly
a
appear. It'd be so
female
much more
role that
entertaining.
He felt he needed in his solo story. How convenient, Donovan. And you might be asking yourself, well, what seems to be the big deal? It might seem a little strange to the average person, but
Add a
what's the
woman.
harm? Well, it gets a little bit weird when it's revealed to the public that the person Donovan has been cosplaying with is 14 years old. Might I
Amazing.
remind you, Donovan is 21 years old. Now, you might
Mike
also
Tyson
be
is about
thinking, well, that's a
to
little
punch me
creepy,
because
but
thanks to
it'll get
Riyadh season,
romantic, right?
Canelo and Crawford's about to happen. It literally
I
starts
hate to
within
be
an
the
hour.
bearer
So
of
after
bad
this, you need to
news.
go watch
Now,
it.
we're not
And to
gonna
raise
be
awareness,
showing
I'm going
the
to take a punch from Mike
14-year-old's
Tyson.
voice in these
Whenever you're ready.
videos,
Oh.
because obviously this person easily preyed upon them and used them to read out Trey in situations that he wanted.
Oh, you can actually hear the
his
TikTok I'm playing.
fantasies.
Oh.
I have a lot more I want to say about this, but I feel it's important to show you the clips so you can kind of start to put 2 and 2 together, and we can reconvene back here in a couple seconds.
SMP welcoming video for Phoenix Dream.
Can you? How? It's not even in my oh, whatever.
And her SMP. Enjoy. Hey brother, they're here now. Good, send them in. You may come in.
Mr. Lost Dream.
Miss Phoenix Dream.
Oh my god, he's narrating over it. Thanks,
Sit
Wonder.
down. Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure to have you by our side. Welcome to our SMP.
Thanks for the hand. By our side.
You. By the way, what's that?
This is my Merithian Master Blade.
You're fucking what?
I actually forged it out of the Merithian candle. Quite a rare specimen.
What the
if
fuck
you
is
ask me.
Merithian? Is this like some
We actually forge
weeb
all our
shit?
weapons into artifacts or from beasts.
Ow.
I typed in Merithian and I got Therian, so
About that. We are here to discuss that our SMPs are joining an alliance.
We are, and I accept.
Then may the little dreamers join with yours.
Little Dreamers.
Much obliged.
Welcome.
Now that clip we just saw, he was simply introducing Phoenix Dream to I guess his Avengers of multiple dream sonas that he has.
The Avengers of Autism,
begin to see how this is the introductory, like the gateway into his dark fantasies. In this next clip, the mysterious and all elusive Lost Dream, he captures Phoenix Dream and refuses to let her go unless his demands are met. Which I must remind you again that this character is voiced by a 14-year-old girl. In this TikTok, he says the only way that Dream Phoenix can ever be released is if she goes on a date with him.
This is the last time I'm asking it, buddy.
Alright. You know what, to each their own.
Is this Phoenix Dream everyone talks about?
Everyone talks about.
Don't play with
Where
me.
is those woman senses her blood?
Never mind.
What, did you sense the iron level?
I think I'm having fun.
To website crasher. Your name is off-putting.
What happened to this place?
Like my handiwork?
Phoenix Dream screams and fires arrow.
You sure?
Fires arrow. Why does she have a bow when he has a fucking Glock? It's not a Glock, it's a Nerf gun, but either way.
Laststream.exe at your service.
You mean the blood demon?
And I want a proposition for you.
What proposition?
I have question answer if you don't kick Crash. You know what? Fuck it, I'll play ball.
Go on a date with me, and I'll spare everyone. Even the ones I haven't killed. Deal?
That was a little bit painful for me.
A little
to
bit
do.
painful.
Yeah, something that Kiwi Tapes briefly pointed out is there's a scene right here where Donovan just starts digging his ass. It's just the most like chimpanzee behavior I've ever seen. So in that clip, as you just saw, he gives Phoenix Dream the ultimatum to go on a date with him or he'll bring his reign of power upon people that they care about.
Go on a date with me, and I'll spare everyone.
You know,
If
he
this
wants you to
question is a
think he's this
shitpost, I'm
dark
gonna
and
lose my mind.
charming villain, and that's just like a big part of the Donovan Mayo package. That also puts a spotlight on his ability to use his power and balance, such as his age, to take advantage of young impressionable teenagers who at the end of the day just innocently wanted to share an interest of their
Either
favorite
you're slow at
Minecraft
typing or this
YouTuber
is some
over on
question.
TikTok. When you're that age, you're not really thinking of all the horrible ways that people who are older would want to take advantage of you. Now, I'm not sure how this information came to light, but it very much did, as he followed up with an apology video that we're gonna get into in just a minute here. But the age became known of Phoenix Dream, who, might I remind you, was a 14-year-old girl who was just harmlessly trying to role play over on TikTok. And it became clear just how long he had been comfortable doing this because Phoenix Dream was a constant
If I were to grab a
character over on his
Panasonic
channel.
W95
And as an
Series
adult, it should go
65-inch
without
mini
saying that
LED
Donovan
4K
should have
Ultra Smart
absolutely known
HD
that role-playing with minors, especially in a romantic manner, is
with
A,
Amazon
not
Fire
gonna be
TV,
well
throw in
received,
water,
buddy, but
watermelon
B,
still
is
be
just
red.
downright sick and immoral. You should know better. In fact, I think you do know better.
Throw
to
in
be
water,
doing this.
watermelon
You're
still
an
be
adult.
red.
There's no way that people who are online nowadays just can somehow miss out that
Did you
this
have an
type of
aneurysm
behavior
writing
will
that?
not be tolerated by anyone online. We don't support it. Thankfully, though, the internet was not just going to casually let.
I'm assuming the
Donovan
question
Mayo
is, would the
slip away
water
with a
still be
slap
red in
on
the
wrist.
watermelon?
No, after much pressure and
I'm
finding
assuming
those
that's the
comments
question
have
if you
now
bought it with a
become flooded
Panasonic
with people either
W95
avid
65-inch
fans or
LED 4K
others
Ultra
from
Smart
outside
HD TV.
sources demanding answers. Mr. Mayo finally
Is
caved
the
and
watermelon
came
still
out
can
with
be
an
red?
apology video that will go down in the history books as one of the worst apology videos I have ever bared witness to. And this apology we're about to watch, he reads over the chat log surprisingly enough. He doesn't show them on his phone, but they're equally as damning given given what he wrote down on his notepad. In his apology, he surprisingly reads off his chat logs, one in particular involving him and a minor. He goes in depth about how the minor
The
doesn't
watermelon
have to worry
is-
about them getting caught
the
because
skin is
Donovan
green.
keeps his age hidden all
Would it
across
still be
the
red?
internet, and no one could ever find that
Should
out.
be.
And he follows it up with some reassurance that they sincerely
Tesco,
have
2.1
nothing
stars.
to worry
Ooh.
about. And then
Ugh.
he does a fucking dance.
Hello, everyone. My name is Donovan Mayo, aka Donovan
We're
Mayo.
going to do some research. Why are watermelons red? If you find out why they're red, we can reverse engineer it.
I'm on TikTok as a cosplayer and role player, but
Okay.
behind the scenes,
It should still be red,
I was role-playing
due
with
to the
minors
fact
that didn't know at the time. I
that it.
didn't care
Okay,
to
it's
ask
red
their
because of
age,
the cellular level
and
of the
this
shit
was
that's
my
on it.
fault on my
Yeah, no
part,
shit.
being the older one.
From a natural pigment. Yeah, so if you shipped it with a
In fact,
65-inch mini LED
here's
4K
one of
Ultra
the
HD with
messages
Amazon
that I
Fire
was
Fire Stick,
role-playing
Fire
with.
TV, you should be fine.
Someone was asking.
I don't think the
if there's
radiation
secret
from the
between us. Maybe people will
TV
think
would
I'm too
influence the
young
color
for
of your watermelon.
And in
I don't think so, no.
And in reply, I said, "It's all secret."
So you should be
Besides,
safe.
My age is unlisted and unknown. And furthermore, I said, "Now stop playing coy with me. Your number one fan is waiting. Besides, I have something for you. Sorry, something with me. Don't worry about it." I'm afraid they did worry about it. Either way, in a live stream, I also said that I tied someone up, which was a lie.
Thanks for the clarification, brother.
But that wasn't
Good to know.
last I checked. So I am making action and making sure that this never happens again.
Well, you're never
So
going to tie
this is
someone
to
up.
all my followers that I am sorry. This is me doing the thug shaker. To prove that I am truly sorry and serious
What
about all this.
the fuck?
That is all.
Did the
Thank
thug
you very
shaker
much
approve
for
he's
hearing me
serious?
out.
Alright.
Donovan Mayo out. For good.
Wow, okay, that apology was, yeah, that was a bit unreal in my personal opinion. So let's break this down. He starts off by saying minors, plural, and that's something that really stood out to me.
Didn't even notice that, thank you. Pointing it out.
Didn't know at the time.
Now, this could have just been a slip of the tongue, given that Phoenix is the only known victim of Donovan, at least to my understanding. Now, to further my
Well, yeah,
theory
victim
here,
that
I
we
believe
know
it's
of. Who
backed
knows
up when he
how
says,
many there
I
are.
didn't ask their age. Now, there being the one word I'm trying to hone in on.
I didn't care to ask their age.
There in itself is a word that has many meanings. It can mean singular or more than one, obviously. However, it stands out to me that he said minors, plural, and then follows it up with saying their age. That's something that kind of stood out to me. So as Donovan begins to read his messages, it really seals the deal that he is 100% guilty and acknowledges what he did.
Someone was asking, is this secret between us? Maybe people will think I'm too young for you. And in reply, I said, it's all secret. And this was my fault on my part, being the older one.
However, like so many people beforehand who get called out for this type of stuff, they seem to just act like it's not a big deal. Like they called someone mean on the playground. It's like, sorry I hurt your feelings. Not knowing the severe repercussions this type of behavior can have on people and how it affects their lives. He said someone asked him if what they had between them was going to remain a secret. Donovan, however, is very quick to assure them that he privates his age everywhere and that this person doesn't have
There was
anything
an Hassan
to
chair
worry
react
about.
for a second. I guarantee no one even
My
noticed.
age is unlisted and unknown.
Which is just so self-centered. It's like this minor is saying, hey, we're doing something pretty awful. I don't know if I want to do this. You're just like, don't even worry about
This
it.
video's
You're
kind of mid,
fine.
but it's not a jab at him.
Private
I'm going
my
to change it
age."
to this. Clinique slop. Yes, I'm stealing from Charlie. Why wouldn't I? According to Charity, we survived the rapture, meaning we survived death. So, we gotta see what we survived.
We did it. We made it. We survived the rapture.
Wow.
Today It was prophesied
amazed.
by one guy and latched onto by a lot of TikTok that.
Oh, that's why I didn't hear about it. It was TikTok. All right.
Basically, if you don't know what the rapture is, it's
water of
everyone
death.
getting pulled by the server admin. So Jesus taking all of the believers and getting them off of the doomed planet. This is
Saving
one of
them
the most
by
common
killing them.
predictions
Yes.
Throughout all of human history, this is more
Yeah, there's a new rapture prediction like every 5 years.
often prophesized than people speculating Bloodborne 2 is going to get announced anytime there's
It won't.
any video game related.
I wish it
news.
would, but it won't.
And every single time, just like Bloodborne 2, it is wrong. And every time, there's somehow a ton of hype people biting onto the teat of hype, like, no, this time it's real. All of the signs indicate, the red heifer. Also, I saw my grandfather. He missed a step on the way down the stairs, and he broke
Therefore,
his
we're all doomed. He's a genius.
All of this is part of the prophecy. All of it lines up perfectly. This is the real rapture this time around. And every single time, it's
Nothing
not.
happens.
And today,
Yep.
this one had a lot of hype. Apparently, a lot of people were selling their belongings.
It had hype.
Getting ready to leave everything behind here. And it looks like, if you can believe it, that's not happening. And that's
Holy.
because no one would ever be able to predict the rapture. It is literally written in the Bible that no man would be able to predict when Jesus would be coming back. Yet, for some reason, people still take just Goober's word that this is the real rapture, and they end up, ruining their life preparing for it. It's craziness to me. But maybe I'm counting my chickens before they hatch. Maybe there's just, a latency.
It's lagging. Yeah. See, it needs to go across the world. It's currently in Asia. It's going to move over to the US. Don't worry about it, brother.
Issue, it's a ping problem. He's lagging, so he's just a bit behind.
It's being patched. It's in at the moment. It's currently being updated. That's why we haven't received it yet.
Rapture might be, postponed till later today. Maybe that's possible. But it looks like it's not happening. And since we've survived Rapture, that means it's a perfect opportunity to get a new Starforge PC. There's a huge fall sale going on right now.
Asshole.
Go to get a Starforge PC. I'm telling you, they're the best in the universe. Pre-Rapture stream.
Silent Hill F.
What is this hoopla about a rapture? I feel like I hear this maybe once every couple of years.
I have Silent Hill F. It's downloaded. I'm not playing it tonight, though.
This day, and then that day comes and it never happens, and then people just pretend they weren't going around talking about the rapture. So what's this one about? Oh, here we go. This is perfect for people like me that are super, I guess, out of the loop. Why does TikTok think the rapture is happening? Local experts.
Because it is, bro.
All right. Videos
We're gonna blow up and
hashtag
shit.
Rapture have gone viral in recent days, warning that Jesus will return September 23rd to 24th for the rapture, an event in which followers believe they will ascend into the sky to meet
Yeah,
Jesus.
everyone dies. Yes.
Is this video going to... It's just back-to-back ads. This might just be looping ads. The rapture... I know what the rapture is.
Yeah,
Why
I
do they
think most
it's
people at this point
tomorrow?
knows what a rapture is.
Oh, here. The latest wave of rapture The latest wave of
Started
rapture
on June
speculation
16th.
started with a June 16 episode of Sint Twins podcast.
fuck is that?
Featuring South African pastor Joshua Malekula. In the video, he claims
Yeah.
he had a vision in which he was called into heaven and Jesus.
I was
told
going
him
to try
he
and
was
be like,
returning on September
actually,
23rd,
it's
24th.
whatever, but I cannot get that.
Offered no biblical citations or
Right.
theological arguments.
I
just a
definitely would
date.
not be able to pronounce that name.
Really? It all comes from that? One guy said so?
You don't know the lore, you just woke up and heard the rapture is today.
Yeah,
I didn't
like,
find out
he
until 10 minutes.
Said the rapture was like
10 minutes ago.
23rd or something. It's pretty cool. Jesus was kind of chill. We played like Smash Brothers Melee.
Yeah, Jesus
Dude
is
was
currently
Luigi, man.
preoccupied
He's
playing
fucking
Silent
sick.
Hill. When he finishes it, he's going to update us and we're all
But
going
yeah,
to
he said
die.
he's coming to Earth again on like the 23rd. What's crazy is when it doesn't happen, people will still trust him. Oh yeah. No, I mean that's not surprising. I still remember the biggest, most notable rapture.
What, the
scare
2000s or the...
back
There's
when
another
I was
one.
in high school. There was this big movement about the rapture. It was so big, in fact, people were quitting their jobs in order to take their family on like one big, like last oorah.
I watched a video on this years ago, but I can't... I know what he's talking about.
And
There were people selling like insurance, and there was one guy who was selling like dog sitting services because he was... It was like, I won't be brought up in the rapture because I'm a sinner. So give me your pets and I'll watch over them while you're in heaven.
And then when it didn't happen, it was apparently started by a radio host who just said the rapture's coming, and then everyone just believed it. So they quit their jobs and shit. And when it didn't happen, if I remember right, the radio host just like took his show off the air, and then that was that. People never got their jobs back. I actually wonder what happened with that. I think it was 2013.
You type in Rapture.
Harold Camping. He was a American radio host, and it was on 2011, May 21st, 2011.
What's
He
up in
made the
2011
prediction
Rapture?
that it would
I
happen
could have
on
sworn I
October 21st,
probably Internet
2011.
Historian or something.
Followers of Camping claim that around 200 million.
Yeah, it was
people
Internet
would be
Historian
raptured.
going camping down in the world.
It has also been reported that a 14-year-old.
You know what? I'll watch that
Russian
next, and then I'll actually
Nastasia
play Buckshot.
Zakhanova committed suicide over his prediction. Yikes! What the fuck? Oh, I didn't remember that. Yo, boy. On May 23rd, 2011, in an appearance before Congress, Camping stated he had reinterpreted his prophecy.
Yeah, he changed the date like 3
Horizon,
times.
May 21st was a spiritual judgment day, and the physical rapture would occur on October 21st.
Words per minute
2011.
typing
So
speed.
He did predict on May 21st would be the first.
Brother,
that was
I have no
rapture.
fucking clue.
It didn't happen, so then he pushed it back to October.
How about like 90 words per minute?
I was
I
wrong
do
about
not
that.
track my
It's
typing speed, man.
October 21st for sure. And I bet he went home and was trying to like bribe Jesus, like, come on,
Charlie
Jesus.
types super fast.
Don't make me look like an idiot.
I mean, to be fair, Charlie's been typing for about 12 years. He has not left his room.
Simultaneously with the destruction of the world, Camping said
But
his
yeah,
company would not
Charlie is
return money
especially
donated
good
by
at it.
followers to publicize the failed May 21st prediction, stating, "We're not at the end. Why would we return?" it?"
Smuggleon is a pretty
Wow.
fast typer as well, actually.
What a guy.
But she's
In October
Slavic, so like,
2011,
you know,
News 24 reported the size of his
it's kind of
congregation
unfair.
dwindled to about 25 adults on any typical Sunday. They largely avoided the
He has a lot of
social media the months
phobias.
following May.
Germs,
Remained
heights.
remained in seclusion
There's another
after
major one I'm trying to
October
remember.
21st had passed without his predictions coming true. Nice.
I guess tall people? I don't know.
In 2012, though, he admitted his
Planes,
predictions
sorry,
were
it's
an
not
error.
heights, it's
We humbly
flights.
acknowledge we were wrong about the timing, and also announced the end of Doomsday predictions.
The rapture is upon us. Whether you are ready or not, today what people will hear is God revealing his plan.
What is this? I have seen this in quite a few backgrounds, but I have no fucking clue as to what it is. I thought it was like an oversized, like, Lego minifig, but I don't think it is.
To his people.
To the people
It's always in like podcast backgrounds. I know Pyrocynical has one as well. You have no... Yeah, no one I know, or no one I've spoken to actually knows what they are.
But why? Why would he do that? This is the one thing that I always find to be so blasphemous. When people make a claim like that, to me that just feels like someone that's using Christianity for their own exploitative purposes. I can't stand when people.
Isn't
do
that actual
Like, I know
blasphemy
it
though,
comes
to
as,
just
like, a mockery
make
and
up that
stuff,
you got
but
a
I just
message
find it to just be so
from Jesus?
in poor taste to use religion like that. It is just.
I think that is
anyone
actual
who's, like, a
blasphemy.
follower of him should immediately call that out as just blasphemous. I don't know how they get away with it so frequently.
And then heaven.
Sure is. Yeah, I thought so.
Oh, of course they poo pox.
And I could hear him very loud and clear. I am coming soon. And to the people who are listening, please pay attention to what I'm going to say. He says to me, on the 23rd and the 24th, 2025.
Oh, wait, and the 24th. Okay, hold on. We might die tomorrow. Okay, hold on. There's still one day. It still could happen.
To take my church.
There's a date.
There is a date.
Are there other people who have also said the same thing to confirm what you have said?
Nuh-uh.
No, Jesus took him. He's very special. That's the chosen one right there.
Special.
For no one shall know the day except for the Father. It's like
You're
they're
forced to go to
not
Catholic
ready
school in
at
high school.
all.
I'm forced to go
True.
to a Catholic primary,
And
but
that was a point a lot of
you know,
people
you
made
finish
when they
primary at
were
like 12
Harold
years old, so I
Camping
don't know
made the same prediction
much
back in
about it.
2011.
It was not fun.
It lines up with a big prophecy also. And that happens every
yeah,
time.
I would
It's
imagine.
like people forgot this is not the first rapture prediction even in the last 8 months. I remember we did this like 8 months ago where like everyone was kind of freaking out on Reddit about like the end times are here. The red heifer has arrived, as prophesied in the Bible. And then it turns out red heifer, like, that is just a very common thing. So there's always going to be coincidences. Always. It doesn't indicate the end times, and it certainly doesn't indicate that just a random pastor got pulled up by Jesus, like had his spirit yanked out of his body, like fucking Doctor
Yeah, Jesus
Strange
himself
pushed it
was
out
like
of him,
DMing him
just
like,
to
"Hey, bro,
inform him
2
that he
days.
is coming to Rapture on
Gonna die."
September 23rd. These are only like the big notable ones. So here's the Harold Camping. I don't know the Ronald Wien.
The camping one, which we're gonna watch after this, and then
Man,
we're playing
2011
Buckshot
was a big
Roulette.
year for the Rapture.
Probably won't finish it though.
He did the same thing. Failed to come true, so he moved it to the 27th of May, 2012. And then he
I
moved
should
it to
do that.
2013.
If I
Like,
ever
a
pop
day
off,
with-
I should just make up some bullshit. Like, yeah, you're all gonna die on the fucking 16th of January 2031. You're all gonna die unless you give me 100 tier 3 subs. Then Jesus will spare you.
God is as a year, giving himself another year. He was then convicted of tax evasion in 2012 and sentenced to 3.5 years in prison. I can't believe it. This guy's made a whole career out of it, apparently.
Buckshot's fun, you have it too.
Predicting the Rapture.
I've never played it, so that's the idea, is to do the story or whatever the fuck today.
Ooh, this guy has an entire thing known as...
Or at
the
least some of
Blood
it, I don't know how long
Prophecy.
it is. I think they're usually only like an hour long, those
For his
games.
prediction in 2012 or 2015 Rapture. Ronald came back in 2019, fresh off of his stint in prison, saying that he would return in 2019 with the Rapture. Huge. Ronald still on the grind. This was a psychic, claimed that Armageddon would take place in 2020 and Jesus would return to defeat the unholy trinity of Antichrist, Satan, and false prophet between 2020 and 2037. It's a pretty big range.
Catch me playing it for the first time, it's great.
Chad and
Yeah,
Lord
I've only
Mandel, a
seen
couple
some
charged
clips
with
here and there.
multiple murder, including
I
those
know
of
about the
Lori's
devs, like,
children,
other
believed that the
games,
second coming would be July 22nd,
but
2020.
I was like, I knew I was never really going to play those ones, so I kind of looked into them.
reliable narrator
But I knew
to
I was going to play Buckshot
tune
eventually,
into.
so I kind of avoided
Good
that.
word. Oh, it's Silent Hill time. And it looks like the Rapture hasn't begun. We can enjoy some Silent Hill. We did it. We made it. I say that, and then all of a sudden, like, the viewer
We
number
just died.
collapses as everyone just gets yanked off the planet. We fucking
Surprisingly
did it, Reddit.
strategic.
Let's go.
Not good for
Before
me
I do
then.
the video, there is just one other thing I want to mention when it comes to these predictions. I just don't understand it. Because
What, where they come
pastors
from?
like this
Or
guy
why people believe it?
100% have to know that they're pulling it out of their ass. Like, even if you had a dream about it, like, you'd have to realize that that's not the most, like, concrete. You'd have to realize there's an extremely good chance it's not going to happen. So what is the plan when it doesn't? Like, do you just, like, hope people don't
Pretty
care? It's like,
casual
oh, he's
gamer
fine.
as well.
Doesn't
I
matter.
used to be
He's
super
still a very,
competitive,
like,
and then I just stopped.
Super reliable pastor. The Lord definitely speaks through him, even though he got the Rapture completely wrong. Maybe he was just playing a prank on him. Like, I just
God
don't
was
get it.
testing his
'Cause
faith
you
by seeing
have
if he'd
to know
spread
it is
info
most likely
about the
not
Rapture.
going to happen. You're just spitballing nonsense. I really don't get it.
When
And
you
I
stream, you just
even
mainly do
less
what I'm doing.
understand people that believe it.
Yeah, that's fair.
I really don't, because if you are a follower of the Word of God, you would have to realize that no man would ever be able to predict when the
A
rapture
rapture,
would happen.
but
It
he's
is
not
literally
predicting
written
it.
in the Bible. So what you
Jesus
are
said it
saying
to
is
him.
A pastor like this is somehow more
He's not
powerful
predicting
than the
it,
Word
bro.
of God, that he is able to somehow predict it because Jesus, for some reason, chose him because he had a really high KD in Fortnite or whatever. It just doesn't add up. And I'm getting really fucking
was just
tired of
extra
all of these
special.
Rapture predictions. I really am. It is so tiresome. This one actually kind of like irked me quite a bit because it's just so ridiculous. This one has even less to go on than the previous Rapture predictions. Anyway, though, I'll stop yapping about it. That's really about it. See ya.
See you, Charlie. Let's see if we all live to the next day. I did copy the link, didn't I?
Oh, baby.
Yes. Yeah, it's a quite old video. However, due to recent events, the recent rapture that's happening, apparently, I feel like it's worth watching this
Look at the
as
size of that
a reference
sponsor.
to what to do when we all inevitably die. You all get killed by God.
Just relax.
Or ascended or whatever.
Everything's totally serene. You're floating through a cloud. The sun is warm on your The end is
If Rapture was real, we'd all go up except for evil ass money hungry rich people and people in office.
The rapture is coming. And we have the
And Hassan.
specific date.
But I guess money hungry, yeah.
Soon the believers will rise and the impure will be left below.
Minecraft.
So repent, sinner. Repent.
Actually, most Minecraft YouTubers probably would be
Take
left.
your preparation H. That's preparation for heaven. Because the world will officially end on May 21st, 2011.
Holy.
Wait, what? May 21, there's going to be a terrific earthquake. Way great.
Family radio,
than
huh?
anything that the earth has ever experienced. And that'll be the beginning of Judgment Day.
2011. Was radio still a... I don't know, probably was still a big thing in 2011, wasn't it? I feel like once cars kind of got, like, Bluetooth, people just kind of stopped listening to radio. Or maybe that's just me, though.
In late 2010, a campaign was launched to save some souls. They suited up, took to the streets.
King Jesus.
But it was more than just placards and flyers. Soon they were joined by a
Radio's
caravan
dead.
of 5
Yeah.
RVs
I only
roaming
ever
the
hear,
country,
like,
spreading the
old
good
people
word about the
listening to
rapture.
radios.
Thousands of people
But they're
took
like
it
the same
seriously.
people who
Many
unironically
began
watch,
selling
like,
their possessions. They were
BBC
maxing out
News and
credit
shit,
cards.
you know?
Taking on debt. Even the news picked up on it.
The end is near.
Advertising was put on bus stops, in subways. A big expensive billboard was put up. Then another. Then another. Then
Huh.
5,000 more. In fact, this quickly became the most expensive single event advertising campaign ever, totaling over $100 million just to tell people about
You're
the
gonna
rapture
die.
on May 21st, 2011.
You know what? Money
How
well
the
spent.
heck did this happen? Harold Camping.
He must have been, like, really influential in his
So
community.
who is this hardcore gangster rapturist, Harold Camping? He was one of the biggest figures in Christian media. He had a show, Open Forum, hosted by his company, Family Radio. In 2010, it was a media empire, worth over $70 million. His message went out on over 200 radio stations across the United States, and many more around the world. His listenership? Millions. And when he says the world will end, a
Millions
decent-sized
and billions,
contingent
holy.
believed it. Now hold on. I can see the comment section filling up with edgy atheists and skeptics already.
Edgy.
Listen, at first I also didn't believe Mr. Camping. I
But
get
then
it.
I died.
There have been many people to predict the rapture before and get it wrong. But wait, give him a chance.
I looked at all the scientific
There's a
data I
photo
could
I'm trying to
find
find,
regarding carbon-14
but I
dating,
don't think I can see it
SMR
anymore.
dating.
This time, it's different. Camping is coming at you with irrefutable evidence of the rapture because he's using math.
Oh, he's
This is
math,
actually how he
mathematic.
calculated the rapture. So, Jesus died on April 1st, 33 AD. Now take the year 2011. That's a difference
Oh,
of
I can't find it.
1,906.
There was a... I found this because I was on a bus with me and my friends, and we were bored, so we went on Facebook Marketplace, we were looking for cars, and we found one of a Dodge Hellcat that was converted into a hearse. That was for sale. And it was 30,000 euros, and we almost all put our money together to buy a Dodge Hellcat hearse. Grandpa's off his meds again. Mom, Grandpa's off his fucking rocker. He's talking about us all dying again. Oh, jeez.
We times that by 365.2422, and that gives you the number of days it's been since that.
Since
including
ever.
Leap years. That equals 722,449. Now keep that number in mind. Keep it
Okay,
in your
okay,
head.
Atonement.
Now that's 5. Completeness.
This is like me trying to solve a physics
And
equation. I'm
heaven
just
is
making shit up.
Now we times them all together, and look at this, 850. Then we square that, and that's 722,500.
Yeah.
A difference of 51.
The fuck is the handwriting, brother? I don't. He's
April 1st, 2011 equals May 21st, 2000.
Oh, of course. Okay, I understand now.
Mr. Camping, you've cracked the code. And needless to say, his skeptics were left destroyed by facts and logic. Even the ones who pointed out that he predicted the rapture once before in 1994.
Oh, did he know?
1994 will be the last day of the final tribulation period.
But shut up. He's got more to say than just the date. My boy is about to tell you how the whole thing is gonna go down.
Oh, was that involved with the numbers as well?
God's gonna snatch up all the good boys, about 200 million of us. Everyone else, pets, even the cute ones. So, dudes,
200 million isn't even the majority of the population.
Getting left behind. Then at 6 p.m. exactly on Christmas Island, earthquakes are gonna start doodling all over the place, rolling their way across the
As the earth is going to
taking
split
out
in half.
almost everyone at exactly 6 p.m. according to their time.
He looks like the evil emperor from
Those
Star
earthquakes
Wars.
will then trigger gigantic tsunamis, 10 kilometers tall, and go as
Fuck's sake.
far inland as Colorado.
He needs the big chair.
Every soul left behind will be forever
I
doomed,
hate Dark Souls 3 so
eventually
much.
to go straight down to heck.
No
Now,
sex
let's
for
not
me,
go
I'm
lumping
Christian.
everyone in. Most Christian groups did not believe in Harold Camping's teachings.
Yeah, 'cause it's
In fact,
fucking
most
stupid.
Christian groups don't believe in predicting the rapture at all.
Yeah.
And even consider it a sin. Matthew 24:36 specifically says that no man can know the day or the hour. So to try and guess at it would be to go against scripture. Accordingly,
So that's why he didn't get the day or the hour. He got the fucking second
groups
loophole,
denounce
baby.
Mr. Camping's claims.
May 21st, he's a follower of Harold Camping. The scriptures do not teach that. No man knows the day or the hour.
In fact, even Camping's own producer at Family Radio said it was a bad idea. But that didn't stop Mr. Camping. He saw the big churches as corrupt anyway, so he ignored
Oh,
them
that's fine.
and
Yeah, they're
continued
corrupt, so I'm just gonna do my own thing as well.
There's just no reason in the world, no possibility that it will.
How does he still have hair?
And so did his followers.
I think that's like the most amazing part about this.
Do you think this thing is getting blown up too much in the media and elsewhere?
Before we go
Dude,
on,
yeah,
would
like
be
he's been around since the
Number one,
fucking dinosaurs, and
Family
he still
Radio
has a
receives
full head of
most
hair.
its funding through donations, bequeathments.
Well, most
ads,
people I know are
merchandise,
balding at like 30. What
but
the fuck?
Mostly just donations. 2. Family Radio was established in 1959. Camping is the owner and CEO.
Okay.
And there are 2 other chairmen on board to keep him in check.
And then he killed them.
Or at least there were. Unfortunately, in recent years,
He
those
ate
other
their
chairmen
souls.
were getting quite old and sick and having a tougher and tougher time telling Camping no to poor decision making.
Listen, I think if you want to baptize babies at Red Bull, go ahead, brother.
So by 2010, Camping effectively had free reign over the company. Free reign over its messaging.
Okay, let's be
free
real here.
reign
He's not
over
using the
its
phone.
audience, and free reign over the spending. And he started spending like, well, like the world was going to end. The media soon picked up on the ubiquitous advertising.
What do you
and
spend the
word
money
spread
on, though?
further.
Obviously ads,
This,
but what else?
In turn, encouraged more
No shot he
advertising,
knows how to use his
and
phone.
in
He probably
turn,
doesn't even know
more
what a
media
phone
interest.
is, let alone how
So
to
things
use
were
one.
snowballing. By early May, everyone was talking about the rapture. The search term "End of the World May 21st" was number 2 on Google search.
Wait, what
followed
was in
by
front of it?
Harold
Oh,
Camping,
okay.
May 21st Doomsday and May 21 Rapture.
All
also
right.
in the top 10. The traffic online was so
Well, it's
substantial
55,
it even
doesn't know
caused
how to
Family
use a
Radio
phone.
servers to crash. Soon, it became a bit of a meme, and the internet did what it
Mine's
does best.
45,
On May
46, and
19th,
she
Operation
just
Rapture
about
was
knows how to
conceived.
use it.
Okay, lads. We wake up early on May 21st and throw clothes into the street. It's going to look like a bunch of people were teleported to the afterlife, and hopefully, some of them are going to freak out. Well, they had a pretty good turnout, but it doesn't seem like anyone
I
fell
mean, to be
for it.
fair, it's really the kind of shit I would do.
Disappointingly, it seems like no one showed up for the pre-rapture orgy organized
Ah.
on Facebook either.
What a shame.
Although maybe that's because the location was a bit vague. But best of all was an event organized by the Phenomenauts. They got people together in the middle of town and filled a bunch of sex dolls with helium and attached them to balloons to transcend into the heavens.
This is a scene. Kung Fu Panda 2, a flying sex doll, Nike, I don't know, Air Maxes, and I don't know what this is. This is cinema.
It was a beautiful moment, and it made a lot of us reflect.
Should have been a better person.
Yoink. People also tried to make some cash off the situation. They offered to buy Camping's followers' stuff on Craigslist for pennies on the dollar.
Offering to buy on Craigslist raptured people's possessions.
There was also a famous eBay auction, $100,000 post-rapture insurance for only $19.99.
Whoa.
But one startup
Awesome.
did do quite
Yeah, I
well.
mean, yeah, there's going to be
Dogsit for
money.
those called up
Yeah,
to
this is the one I was
Based
talking
around
about
taking
earlier.
other people's pets in the event of a rapture. And I believe they still operate today. So up next, we'll show you
I'm
what
not even
happened
bothered
on
to look
May
it up if they're still
21st,
up. I
and
guarantee
what
I'd get a
happened to
virus.
all those people who truly believed.
That's if the domain
But
is still
first-
exists.
My rhymes are fly, my beats are
Not the
sick.
pet play.
My crew is big and it keeps getting bigger.
That's because Jesus Christ is
ad time. Who's there?
Hello, it's me.
Oh my god, it's Jesus. What are you doing here?
Well, I just wanted to tell you that me and God have seen your Google search history and were very disappointed.
God has not seen my search history.
That's right, and now you're not getting into heaven.
Oh,
or the more
no.
exclusive version, Super Heaven, which features a delicious seafood buffet.
Oh,
Seafood tastes like shit, I'm going to be honest.
no.
I like
Yeah.
smoked salmon
Oh,
and
how I wish I had taken the time to
prawns,
hide my
or I
internet
think you
viewing
call it
habits.
shrimp in the
Well,
States.
you
That's it.
didn't.
That's all the
And
seafood I
now
can
you're
eat.
doomed forever.
Has this ever happened to you? Go to nordvpn.com/internethistorian to keep your website traffic anonymous.
I mean, I've surfed
All
Sharknot
looks
Nord, but
wholesome to me.
Plus, it also gives you region.
not a
numbers.
fan. Yeah, it's
Oh, hey,
not
look,
appealing.
It's the UK's exclusive.
I
channels,
like-
and you didn't even pay a
I'm
tally
somewhat of a
license.
texture guy,
Oi, oi, stop
and
that.
just fish
That'll be
just
52
feels
pounds
wrong,
9
like in
thruppers.
my mouth.
Too late,
It's just
Tom.
not.
I've Brexited to Australia now, a place where no
It's
law
too
can
like
touch me.
slimy. It
How much
breaks
would
too
you pay for
easily.
this service? $1 billion?
It's just- it's
Literally
off-putting.
gazillions? Not today. Get 75% off 3-year plan at nordvpn.com/internethistorian. And
I
use
had
code
fried
InternetHistory
eel
to get
once,
free extra
fried
month.
barbecue
That
eel.
includes
That was
unlimited
really nice
data,
because it didn't
ultra
break. It
fast
was like
speeds, region unlocking in
not
all
spongy, but it was
places.
kind of chewy,
Also, a map
which
of
I
the
fuck with.
world, which is useful for things such as geography.
Wow,
But I'll eat
that's
just about
so
any
good,
meat,
I
bar
might
like
even get code internet
pork
historian
chops. I'll eat bacon and
NordVPN
stuff,
myself.
but like pork
Yes,
chops just taste
Jesus,
like shit.
I think that would be a good idea.
And why eat a pork chop when you can eat a steak, you know? Literally just worse
And
food.
over. Before we go on with Mr. Camping, I want to point out 2 other predictions.
Yeah.
In 1806, Mary Bateman also predicted doomsday.
She was the egg
through a
one.
chicken. It was dubbed the prophet hen of Leeds because it started laying eggs with the
Exactly.
message,
Bro,
Christ is coming.
I basically now
Mark
just
on
live off of
Amazing. And it all appeared
pasta,
legit.
bacon,
Locals saw the
cheese,
hen
and like
lay
protein
eggs
shakes.
with the message already written onto them. Can't fake that. Oh my god, people said, and many more flocked to the area to.
Yeah, I know about the story. She like etched it into the
Well,
egg and then shoved it back up the
On
chicken's
inspection
ass.
of the eggs, it was soon figured out what was going on. Mary Bateman had used a corrosive substance to etch into the egg, and then a couple
Live
of
off
minutes
pizza and
before everyone would
cheeseburgers,
gather
that's
around to
fucking
watch the
fair.
chicken lay, Mary would. Oh dear. Come on, it's not funny. She was an interesting character though. Claimed to be a witch, poisoned a couple that same year with a deadly pudding.
Oh.
She was later tried and hanged in 1809. Strips of skin from
Spicy
the
chicken
corpse were tanned
sandwich.
and sold
Oh,
as
I
magic
love a good
charms to
spicy
ward
chicken
off evil
sandwich.
spirits. What the
If
fuck
it's
am I
made
reading?
for me though.
Also, shout
If
out
I'm
to
making it myself,
2012.
no.
Remember that one?
As December 21st,
2012 marks the end of the world.
Well, we came because it's the end of the world tomorrow, and we thought we'd better pop in here because apparently this place will be saved.
With accents like those, you would hope they'd be the first to go come the apocalypse.
Okay, let's get on with it.
That's fair.
Let's take a closer
Spicy
look at some of the
Korean
people
ramen.
who followed
My
Camping.
stomach doesn't handle
Take
spicy
Robert
stuff
Fitzpatrick,
super well,
60,
so I
former
tend to keep it
government
pretty
employee.
limited.
I had plans after I retired, but I put them all aside. I feel as if I've been drafted.
He took almost
Well, you've been
all
drafted
of
into the
his
army
life
of God.
savings, $140,000, to have 3,000 posters put up in New York City subways and bus stops.
Ooh.
I'm not going to tell you I'm down to my last penny, but, you know, it's a good chunk of what I had saved up.
But I imagine he owns his house, so even if he has no money whatsoever left, he's probably
And he's not the only one.
still
According to the LA Times, the Bauer
somewhat
family hopped
safe.
in their minivan and
No
drove across
cap,
the
as the
country
kids
to see
say.
all of the
Shit
big
tastes like
landmarks
battery
before
acid.
It was too late, racking up thousands of dollars in credit card debt in the process. They really believed they
I
could
like live off of Italian
Worse
food,
still,
more or
the
less.
Ramsey family. The father quit his job. So did his
And
mother.
Monster.
His younger brother quit high school. And his wife Marcia thought she was never going to meet her unborn child. Some of these people's lives got pretty fucked up.
You love Italian food. Everyone does, bro. To be fair though, if your entire life gets fucked up because some guy said a rapture is going to come, I think that's just natural selection. I'm going to be honest, like...
The day is here. It's rapture time. Here we go. Oh Lord, I'm ready. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do a rapture. Watch me, guys. Mr. Camping
I'm trying to
spent
think
the
what
day at
foods I
home
actually
in
eat now.
quiet
It's
solace
like
and contemplation.
basically
Waiting
Italian,
for
and
6
I
p.m.
eat like German bread because they do make
But that's
really
not
nice
what Mr.
bread, but that's about it.
Fitzpatrick did. A confident Fitzpatrick marched into the middle of Times Square amongst a crowd of mocking bystanders, ready to prove
Nice
everyone
sauce, super
wrong.
cheesy. They just, yeah, they have everything just under control, and they have the right, like, amount of everything.
You're confident.
That's what I read in the Bible.
Here it comes. 3,
And then the world blew up.
1.
You know what? Hold on, what time is it in Christmas Island? That might be why we haven't died yet.
And then 6:01.
Hold on, guys, God is just lagging.
6:02.
It's the best for sure. Oh, yeah,
And by
no.
6:03, Fitzpatrick's
Oh,
conviction
shit, it's the
turned
24th on
confusion.
Christmas Island. It's
pretty
over.
hard not to feel sorry for him.
We're going to die soon.
I didn't water my plants. I didn't do the dishes before I left. I didn't expect to be going back home.
God is just lagging. No, he's playing the new Silent Hill. When he
But look,
finishes it, he'll
just
kill
so
us.
we're clear, we're all still alive, and the rapture didn't happen.
The fucking Thanos twerking meme is so shit, but I
Camping
love
was
it
not
as well.
in the same celebratory mood.
I'm ready to shoot myself or go.
Alright, bro, calm down.
The next day was a Sunday. People were crushed, confused, looking for answers. They showed up at Camping's church expecting to see him, but someone else was holding the congregation. Instead, Camping spent the day holed up in his house.
Give me a day. No interviews at all today.
But I'm wondering how you feel today about your prediction.
Well, I'm bewildered. I'm very bewildered, and that's all I can say right now.
Was his
On
math
Monday,
off or
he
something?
appeared on his program. But this time, no open forum.
That's the only excuse I can
But
think
what
of.
he did have was a whole bunch of rationalization.
We get the raptures in those GTA 6.
fact, your
You know
boy
what?
was
That's what he
doubling
might be waiting for. God might be waiting for GTA 6 to release. He'll play it and then he'll kill us. I think that's the play here.
down with another prediction. October 21st, 2011.
Okay, where'd he pull this one from?
And it will continue right up until October 21, 2011, and at that time the whole world will be destroyed.
Now I
Does
know what
GTA
you're
6
gonna
even have a
say,
launch
and okay,
date
maybe he got it
announced?
slightly wrong, but this time he has irrefutable proof of the rapture using math.
Again. Yeah.
So Camping took May 21st. Then he looked in the book of John, which states they caught 153 fish. So, add
Okay.
153 days to May 21st, making the new Rapture October 21st.
But why is it not 153 like weeks or minutes or hours or seconds or months or years? You know what I
How
mean?
can you argue it's flawless? Yes, Mr. Camping. Add the fish number. You've got it this time.
Sometime
On
next
Tuesday,
year.
he opened the phones on his radio
I don't even
station,
care. I'm
and
not
it
going
was
to
the
play
first
it. I don't
time
like
that his show
GTA
was ever
games,
exciting
but
to
I'm
watch.
just curious.
Why didn't the rapture happen on May 20th?
It'll probably
Don't
release at
tell
like
me
the
all
very
that.
end of next year,
And why do you
assuming they
believe
don't
so
delay
much
it.
It's going to happen another 5 months. You're really pathetic. You know, I wasted all my money, and I sent it to you, and now I don't have nothing. I was putting my hopes in you. You understand? I wish I could.
Please say womp womp. I know it's before your time, but please.
What say you now? Calling names doesn't help anything.
After that,
Oh,
viewership
right.
steadily declined. Now, after his prediction for October 21st, the media asked him...
Am I on cocaine?
No, they asked him
Will you dissolve the company in October?
his response.
I am not the CEO. I'm a servant of God working here.
Oh, is God the
My
CEO?
God is the CEO. We look to him all the time. He has 1,000 ways of
Be fun to
getting
drive
out
around
of
those
here.
little
We have
details.
to leave that question
GTA's
with
always
the
look pretty good
Lord,
for it.
not
Yeah,
with
no, they
you
look
or
pretty.
with
I just
me.
think the game
That's
is
not our
boring.
business. That's God's business.
And how prescient. Because 2 weeks later, he had a stroke.
Oh!
I do hope he gets the message. But he didn't. A month later, he was back to doing his show. And he pressed on with his new prediction. By October 16th, though, he came to his senses. He admitted that no man could know exactly when the rapture would happen, and made no statement when October 21st came.
But what about the math?
Finally, on November 1st, he retired from his leadership position at Family Radio. Just under 2 years later, he was dead. The result of complications from a fall at his home.
Okay.
It wasn't me, it was him. Look at him. Get him. But look, I don't want to be too harsh.
Uh-huh.
He was a flawed man. He messed up some people's lives. But in the end, he confessed his mistakes too.
I was totally convinced, totally convicted of it. But I was wrong. I was wrong. I have sinned.
He has a
think he
full set
truly
of teeth
believed
and
the
a
rapture
full
was
head of
coming.
hair, and he's like
This wasn't
90.
one big grift. And everyone just kind of got swept up in the excitement of it all. So let's put a bow on it with what happened to Family Radio. During the Rapture campaign, Family Radio raised a lot of money.
But they spent it
But
all,
not
I'm
as
assuming.
much as they spent.
Yeah.
As well as draining their funds, they sold off important radio stations to pay for a lot of the advertising. In the process, they greatly tarnished their reputation.
He looks like Emperor
They were
Palpatine.
bringing in scores of millions.
To
in
be fair,
revenue
he
in
does.
2011,
Not as
by
cool, but, you
2012,
know.
it was down to single-digit millions.
Still.
Now, this is still a
Got the general
substantial
aesthetic,
amount,
you know?
but not when you consider their operating costs were $26 million per year. And they couldn't rely on donations to make up the windfall because
Mr.
goodwill
Beast
had
left.
dried up.
Fuck's sake.
Now, with fewer radio stations and a shrinking reach, they moved to distance themselves from
The new
Camping
management.
and his baggage.
They changed the name, I
Shows
wonder?
from mainstream Christian groups that Harold pronounced as corrupt were brought into the programming schedule. They announced
Oh.
they would no longer air the teachings of Mr. Camping. And finally, on their website, they removed the archives of Mr. Camping's audio recordings.
Why? I get it, they're fucking stupid, but like leave them
Okay,
up.
I've kind of bummed everyone out, but that's the end of the story. I've got nothing else to say. So here's a whole bunch of weird Baroque and Renaissance paintings.
Oh, okay. Looks pretty cool.
Help me. Mom warning me not to fill up before dinner. Me.
Well, time to breastfeed again.
Ayo.
Put me down.
Oh.
I'm 45 years old.
Okay, yeah, to be fair, that baby looks fucking weird.
That's good. That's all looking good. God damn it. You're not supposed to look straight at the camera.
Hey, did you pay for that cross?
Alright, let me...
Yes.
Here, have another bloody me.
Old
Yeah,
art is so
this is
fun. Old art is
Joseph's kid.
weird, man.
Craig. He likes grapes.
It's true. I do. Wait, there's a mosquito.
Thanks.
Oh yeah, I
My
need to
new
change
son.
the source.
He is so beautiful.
Also, previous video.
And then I'm not in the VTubers category anymore. Sick wallpaper. Wallpaper engine of Viper SRT. Say they don't have a challenger, mainly. Or there's no good challenger wallpapers. Alright. Don't know much about Kurt, but I like Kurt. Same. Know nothing about him. But I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. Make big noise. Oh, I need to click record. Oh, boys. Afraid. Nope. Never. Hell yeah, brother. Can I talk to you? Nope. Alright, away we go. I kick every door open. Alright, buddy. Sign the waiver. Sure. Throw it at me. Didn't even read it. My name. What is my name? Is this one of those things where I put in my dad is a car guy, so I've been around cars my whole life, never learned anything, just like the speed? Yeah, my dad's a car guy too, I just don't care enough. Okay. 1 live round, 2 blanks. Insert the shells in the unknown order. Shooting yourself with a blank skips the dealer's turn. It's 66% chance to be a blank, so I'm just going to take the dice roll here. Okay, we're good. It's 50-50 now. Let's go with him. If it's 50-50. Fuck. Shit. Alright. Careful now. Okay, shut up. You're cooked. Yeah, 3 lives, 2 blanks. It's 60-40 odds. Shit. Are you going first, or are you just loading it? Okay, he's loading it. It's 60-40. I'm taking my chances. Like with him. If it's in my favor. Okay. Shoot yourself. Shit. Oh. Oh. What is this? Now there's 2 lives, 1 blank. It's 66. I'm taking it. Oh, I'm such a good gamer. Good shot, kid. Keo wins. Fuck yeah, he does. We got this. Let's see. Let's make this a little more interesting. Is this the items? I've seen these. I vaguely know what they are. 2 items each. More items before every load. Handcuffs. There's buffs and debuffs. Is that a knife? It is. Okay, so 4. It's 50-50. Deals 2 damage. Dealer skips the next turn. So, I don't think it's worth using an item this early. It's 50-50. The magnifying glass, okay. He has one, and he's a beer can. It's 50-50. I'm liking my odds. Fuck. Well. Yeah. Alright, lock it in. Lets you see what the next bullet is. Oh, well, there it is. Oh, are we going to ignore that? Okay. 2 live, 2 blank. It's 50-50 again. Just to see what it's like. It's live, okay. Well, if I know it's live, I'm just gonna make it do more damage. And then just fucking blast him. Alright, I'm in the lead now, officially speaking. Makes him skip a turn. Very interesting. What does that mean? Okay. Fuck. It's a blank. Is that a blank as well? Oh, it's a blank. It doesn't matter. But that means I skip a turn, right? Because he shot himself. Or blanked himself. Another knife. Another knife. 60-40, live to blank. Alright. I'm gonna make you skip a turn. I want to make you skip a turn. I'm going to... Okay. I'm not going to use other items. But if I'm lucky, you know what? Fuck it. Can I not put it down? No. Oh. Alright, fuck it. I was going to say I'll saw it, so then that way if I get it right, he just insta-dies. Can I just... No, I can't cuff him again. I'm just going to try him again. It's 50-50 now. Yeah, you know what it is. Very interesting. It's 2 lives to 1 blank. Okay, it's 2 lives to nothing. And he shoots himself. Brother, what? Bruh, do you know how this game works? We arrived at final showdown. What? Yeah, no, what? No more defibrillators, no more blood transfusions. We are dancing on the edge of life and death. Dude literally was like, I want to die. He's like, I want to get to the fun stuff. Move to the next round. What is this RE7 looking fucking... Okay. 4 items. Okay, knife, soda, knife, cough. Two blanks to 1 live. Racks the current shell. I'm going to take a guess and say this is the blank. I'm going to be so unlucky if this is the live one. There's still so much stress behind it. Okay, I want to just, yeah. Oh, you fucking prick. Game is stressful. This is gonna... It was this or ban. I was like, hell yeah, we'll do this. Soda, another fan. Oh, Jesus. Okay, come on now. I didn't count. I'm assuming it was 50-50, just eyeballing it. I'll knife. Okay, I'll handcuff him and I'll knife it. And I'll use 2 knives if I need to. If I get lucky, I'll use 2 knives. I'm just going to take a guess and say that they're both going to be live. It was 3 live. Was it 3? Yes. I just because we get 4 items next round anyway, I might as well use the handsaw. I can cuff him again. If I don't, I'm going to lose an item. Oh, I can't cuff him again, shit. I don't want to drink a beer. But I also don't want to lose an item, so I will drink it. I'm going to take a guess and say it's blank. Fuck, it wasn't live. Well, at least I know when it gets to me, there's at least 2 lives gone. Blank. Brother. It's, We think we've used all the lives, but no, there's one. Are you ready? Is he going to touch me? Super lucky. Yeah, no, that was... I got all the lives by myself in 3. The fuck? What are you doing? It's all blanks. Sure. Actually, you know what? There might be 1 live left if he's going through this. I think 6 give you health. I don't remember. I've played in a while. Okay, well there was 1 more live in there. So he smoked what? 2 cigs, so he's at 4? Another knife. Magnifying glass. Cough. Beer. It's... okay, the odds are in my favor. I'll cuff him. I'll double check to make sure it's alive, even though I'm almost positive it's going to be. It's a blank. Take the beer. Rack it. So now it's 3 lives to 1 blank. I'm going to saw it and I'm going to just pray that these 2 are lives. Either way, I'm going to hit him at least once. But ideally, I'm going to hit him twice. Okay, he doesn't even have health. Oh! Oh, I win. I think. Maybe. Wow. Look at the money. Oh, I took the shotgun with me as well for some reason. Okay. Congratulations, Keo. I made 69. Nice. You nailed it. 2 doors kicked, 0 cigarettes smoked. Double or Nothing. Is this the one I see? Is Double or Nothing the infinite mode that I see people playing? I do vaguely remember something like there's pills at the start. Yeah, where's my cursor? I don't know where the TV came from. May impair your ability to drive. Is it new? I don't remember that. I saw a Pirate Cynical video talking about the pills, but like that was it. Okay, he's gone. Okay, when it first came out. Sign, are you not going to acknowledge the fact that I already blew your brains out? Okay, there's no like death phase anymore. Huh? What? Okay, I understand cuffs. It's 3 to 3, so it's 50-50. Steal an item and use it immediately. 50% chance to regain 2 charges, if not lose 1. Oh, what's his? Are those like tarot cards? I think they added new stuff. Yeah, I've never seen these. Then again, I've only ever like skimmed it. What does he have? An eraser and... That's different from my thing, isn't it? It could just be the angle, but I think... You know what, fuck it, let's just rack this. Perfect. Oh, a cell phone. What? Oh, it lets him go twice. You also just racked the only 2 non-live shells in it. He has 3. Why did he do that? There's only live shells in this now. This shitty cell phone there is probably the weakest. I don't know, he went 3 times. Maybe it's like it makes you go 3 times, but you can't pick like what you do. So you just have to pray that you actually get the right like combination. Would be my guess. Meds. Oh, cell phone. Okay, we can see what it is. It's 50-50. Gives you insight. What the fuck does that mean? Second shell is a live round. Watch, it's wrong. It's like a ruse. Oh. Well. That was a pretty decent hint. Yeah. Basically a magnifying glass. Same purpose. Cough. Fear. The thing we were looking at. Fear. So it's a button. It's a switch. And it's 2 to 2. But he has a cell phone. Swaps the polarity of the curve. You mean it switches from a blank to live and vice versa? About the hints, it'll be like second shot is live round, but first shot could also be live. Yeah. I suppose that's kind of the like answer taking though. I'm gonna cuff him and shoot him twice if it's 50-50. But then again, if I get both blanks, he can saw it and one-tap me. You know what? Fuck it, we ball. Okay. Don't be blank. Oh, thank you. Yeah, that was not ideal, but we still got him, so it's fine. Now, is this where he goes like Ultra Instinct? With like fucking 15 hearts or some shit. Right. Meds. Magnifying glass. Coughs. It's 2-2 again. And it's 4 to... Ultra Instinct. Yeah, axe. It's 50-50, so I'm gonna check. It's live. Perfect. Do I cuff him? He can steal my item. That's what that does. I don't want him getting my cuffs, so just so he doesn't have them, I'll use them. And I'll just use both shots on him. Because either I hit him twice and I win, or it's 3 live to 3 blank. So either way, it's still kind of better for me. Yeah, so it's 3 to 3 now. He'll probably smoke a cigarette, yeah. And I imagine he'll shoot me. He's going to heal, yeah. Blank. It's 2 to 3 now. Or 3 to 2, live to blank. So I'm gonna guess. Oh, fuck me. God. Yeah, come on. Careful now. Yeah, it's not good. I wonder if this can kill me. Let's find out. Oh, well, oh. I've never snapped my neck from a pill before. Yeah, what's the point of it? Heal 2. I only have 2 health. Unless it overheals. Also, I forget how loud that club is. Holy. Average British civilian talking to me about guns. Just whatever's closest. My name is I. My wife. You love the atmosphere. All I got 2, sir. The atmosphere of all his games is pretty chill. Oh, we're 3-3. You know what? I'm taking the chance. It's 50-50. I want to just blast him immediately. If not, I'm gonna get fucked. Okay. Shit, it's 2-2 now. Oh, thank you. I wins. I sure do wins. Alright. Let's see. Cell phone. Polarity. Puff. Sigs. Fuck me. Another switch. He has adrenaline. I think that's what it was called, right? 4-4. I'm going to use the cell phone. Burner phone, even. blank. I'm going to use the cups and I'm going to shoot him twice. I'm going to use this to change the polarity of the second round so I know it's alive then. But he also has cigarettes, so if I don't kill him, he's just going to pop his own cigs or pop my cigs. But if I know that one's a blank, that means there is a 4 out of 7 chance that this is alive. Which means the odds are technically in my favor here. Oh my god, I'm so fucking smart. Holy. My brain is just too massive. Alright, let's end this. Bye, bitch. Oh, I love gambling. I wins. Hell yeah, brother. Alright, let's see. Watch me get absolutely, like, dog shit. I could get 6 knives or something. Cigs. Adrenaline. Meds. Beer. Magnifying glass. Okay. Okay, so the med is 4 blanks and 3 live. I'm going to steal his cell phone. I'm going to steal his cell phone and then use the magnifying glass. Second shell is blank. Oh, wait. If I use magnifying glass and it's alive, I shoot him. But knowing it's a blank serves me nothing. But if I check and it's a blank, I can rack 2. But if I rack 2 blanks, that means he has 2 less blanks to deal with. Oh wait! If it's alive, I could use my beer and rack it. Or if it's a blank, I can use... No, I don't want to... If it's a blank, I can shoot myself. If it's alive, I can shoot him. I probably should have waited for my adrenaline. But fuck it, it's fine. It's blank. So I'll shoot myself. And I'll shoot myself again because I know it's a blank. So what is it? Is it... I forget. Is it 3 live to now 2 blanks, or is it 4 live to 1 blank? I think it was 4 blanks and 3 alive, wasn't it? You know what? I'm not going to shoot myself again. The odds won't be in my favor. Oh, I didn't even see the magnifying glass. I have cigarettes though, so it doesn't matter what he does. Careful. So we use 2 lives. You know, come on. Oh my god, the fucking chances of that. I was just saying, nah. I had a feeling. I won double or nothing. Obviously. That's how this works. Burner phone. Polarity. 4. 3 to 3. What is it? Okay. I'm taking the chances on myself here. So this is the second shell. I'm going to assume it's alive. Fuck. At least racking it because you know the next one is live. Oh, you just racked it. You just racked 2 live shells. And of course he gets the last live shell as well. This could be a fucking terrible play, but I'm gambling with medicine. Okay. I don't know why my neck snapped to give me health, but there's 1 live left in here to 2 blanks. Oh, no, that was the last shell. Oh, he has adrenaline. 3 blanks, 2 live. I'm going to assume this is a blank. Nice. Which means it's 50-50, so I'm going to assume this is also live. Yep. Well, now it's 1 out of 3. So, have fun with that, brother. What's he stealing? My SIGs? Do I have SIGs? No. You just racked the last live shell. Oh wait, he's changing the polarity. And then he's gonna cut it, yeah. So it's a live to do 2 damage. I have Siggies though, it's all good. This is a blank as well, from my understanding, so... SIGs. Medicine. Polarity. I'm gonna pop the SIG immediately because I'm at 3. And it's 3 to 3. I'm gonna take the 50-50 chance. Okay, it's 50-50 again. Well, it's almost certain to be live now. Let's go. Let's go gambling. Let's go. I wins. Bone, cough, med, it's 2-2. 4-4. And he's adrenaline, so second is blank. I'm gonna shoot him and then shoot myself. Nice. I know it's a blank. And now I'm gonna shoot you. Damn it. Okay. He can cuff me and win. Oh shit. Alright. Careful now. Well, there's only lives left in it and you're going again. Yeah, alright. Wait, what? Did my math not math? I win. Magnifying, cell phone, that's it. I need cigarettes and a beer. Blank live. Third shell is blank. Okay, so what's the next shell? Live. Well. I'm really just gonna pop a ciggy and get his health back, but that was a waste of a beer. Could have just racked it. Alright, let's see what it is. It's live. Well, that's a shame. Shoots himself. Yep, he's safe. Oh my god, he offered himself for me. What a G. Here, I'll end it there tonight because I am feeling a little bit more tired than usual. So click no. I'll take my money and leave. Thanks, brother. You a real one. What time is over there for you? Like 8:30 p.m. 8:40. Yeah, but in 20 well, don't have to do in 20 minutes, but I am going to do in 20 minutes. I go on a run at about 9 to 20 past 9. I started running out of sheer spite. There's a guy I know whose his whole shtick is that he is a runner. And he was saying to me, running is difficult. You know, not just anyone can do it. And he said I wouldn't be able to do it because I'm heavier than him. I'm 72 kilograms, he's like 50. I said, I'd bet I will get a sub 20 5k in less than a month. It's been a week and I'm at 20 minutes and 30 seconds. So I'm going to get to sub 20 just out of sheer spite. But it is kind of a pain. Once I do it, I probably, maybe I'll bring it down to like a 16 if I can. I don't even know what's the fastest. I don't want to be say like 16 and that's like a world record or something. Fastest 5k ever ran. Oh, 12 minutes, right, yeah, so 16 isn't that delusional. So I would get it that low just out of sheer spite. But it does hurt the shins. It's not great for that. For everything else though, it's fine. Least favorite thing to do when you were working out. Yeah, it's not fun. I'll spar. I'll have no issue sparring. I have no issue weightlifting. I have no issue doing anything really except like I say pointless cardio. So like a stationary bike. Or just biking around in general. Treadmill. Stuff like that I can't stand. Because it feels like there's no end goal. Like you get nothing out of it other than some burned calories, but you're hungry after you do it, so you're just going to be thinking about eating. So it's like, what's the fucking point? You do all that to, like, assuming you're on a treadmill and you're not like me and you're doing it just to piss someone off. You do all that to burn like 300 calories, you're just going to eat again. It's a bit stupid. I'm just seeing if maybe there's like a last minute video, like a 20-minute one or something. Gives you points and stamina. Brother, the only reason you would ever need points and stamina is if you're getting laid, and I'm a VTuber, so that's not happening. Let me see. Okay, that's 40 minutes. We're not booting that. Lena got deported. Huh? Hold on. I'll watch this, then I'll end.
I realize.
Is my audio being picked up?
I know that.
Yes. She got the what?
I did this last year. I disappeared and I didn't tell anyone. I didn't tell anyone why. I went completely black on social media. This time, I wanted to communicate with you guys as much as I could.
Brother, you can't be laughing at that. It's just fucking true. What do you mean? Like, oh man, I never get laid. Oh, that's a good one. Brother, it's not a joke.
I know, I was like, see you later. And I left, and like I said, I didn't know when I was going to be back. All I knew is that I had to figure out how to fix things because I couldn't keep going the way I was going. Not in my IRL life. My friendships were breaking apart because all I could do was just be sad all the time. I wasn't eating. I was really sick. Like, really sick. I was losing weight. I wasn't eating anymore. I couldn't eat. I was freaking.
I have this in my just starting or starting soon. Except I didn't. It broke this morning. So that was great.
Sick, like freaking.
Every time I boot OBS, something else is broken.
And I thought it was funny at the time, but it kind of wasn't. You know, dude, you know, therapy is the thing, bro. I was going to therapy twice a week. I'll be so real with you. Like, therapy is really important, but it wasn't helping. It wasn't helping me. I was stuck in a routine that wasn't healthy for me, right? So, Camila, around the time I already wanted to leave, wanted me to go to TwitchCon Europe. Okay, and I was like, you know what? The
Why would you
timing
ever
is
want to go to
impeccable.
TwitchCon? I've
I will
only
go
ever
to
heard
Europe,
bad things about them.
and I will be free, and I will enjoy myself, and I will try to take some time away from the stream to figure out why I feel this way. So, so I pack my bags. I leave the stream behind. I meet up with Joker, and I'm so excited. I meet up with Toma and Suko, and you know, Toma and Suko had the little weird bit where like they wouldn't let them on the plane, and they were sad. And I was
I
like,
don't know any of
felt
these
my
people.
heart was
I don't
breaking
keep up
because I was
much.
like, dude, we were supposed to go on this trip together, and that all happened. And I'm like, it's okay. We'll meet them. We'll meet them in Rotterdam. It was like a 13.5 or something, or I can't remember. Trip. We get there.
I know that song. Why do I
excited.
know it?
I'm like in the line in customs, getting out my camera, my brand new camera I bought to vlog everything. I get to the guy at customs. Now, mind you, I don't know if you all remember, but the lead up to leaving, I had been kind of dicked around a lot from the US Embassy about my renewal for my passport. And it was because of the photos. They'd be like, it's too green. Send it again. I'd send it again. They're like, no, it's still not working. Give us another one. And I had done this like 3-4 months prior to leaving. I did this way ahead of time.
Is there not like a local facility you can go to where they take the photo for you?
So before I left, they were like, we'll provide you with an emergency passport.
Like if they're being that like pedantic about it?
And I was like, okay, but here are the countries that I'm going to and the cities. Will it work? And they literally said, take a breath. Calm down. You'll be fine. And I have proof. Lindsay heard me on the phone and heard them on the phone. They treated me like I was crazy for being like, I want to be sure that this is okay. Which is wild because I was worried about going to America. Boy, was I wrong. So fast forward, I'm at customs at Rotterdam. I'm so close. I'm like already planning. I'm going to get into the hotel room. Like I'm sharing a room with like Suko and Toma. I can't wait to have a
I can't
girls'
imagine
night.
sharing a room with someone.
I
I
can't
did
wait to
it
get dressed with them.
a few times. I
have my
wanted
meet
to
and
kill
greet
them.
soon. I picked out specific outfits to meet you guys in. I was so excited. They look at me and they go, step aside, please. They take me aside and I'm sitting and I'm waiting at this little like bench for like 20 minutes. Then they bring me in and they interrogate me. They interrogate me for like 4 or so hours. Asking me, where am I going? Where am I coming from? Where was I born? Show me your bank account. How much money do you make?
I know they're allowed to ask this, but I don't know if you actually have to do this one in particular. I've heard this a few times.
Then throughout this process, they have me sit outside and they come back and then they take my fingerprints. They take my photos.
Like, where are you born? Where are you coming from? That makes sense at an airport, but
and
like...
I don't know what's happening.
I can only think of
and I'm
bank
trying
details
to
being
keep it
useful for
together,
like proof of ID.
Okay, because usually in really rough situations, I go stern. Like I don't cry. I'm just very like. Mind you, 99% of them look really like intense, tall, scary, not really speaking English Viking dudes.
It makes
If you look
sense,
at them
yeah.
wrong, they will throw you across the room. Okay, but the one guy that was talking to me, interrogating me, it was. I'm not gonna lie. It was kind of rough because he looked like some straight out of Vogue supermodel. So I didn't want to look like a nervous idiot. He was like the most beautiful thing I've seen in my whole life. And he's interrogating me, bro. And I'm like, I've never seen someone that looks like this in person in my whole life. So after hours and hours, and then they asked me a bunch of questions, and Joker tried to sit with me as long as he could. And I'm like, I have my head in my hands and I'm crying, but like quietly, like I don't let Joker see me. And just, poor Joker, he's so little. He like very hesitantly was hesitantly rubbing my back and did like the pat. Like I think he wanted to try to console me, but didn't know how. So Joker has to go because he's already been here for like what, 5-6 hours or something crazy. Maybe I'm exaggerating. I try to call the U.S. Embassy, and at this point it's Friday. So everything's closed, and I get an emergency line, and the guy's like, I want to help you. I can't help you until Tuesday because it is a holiday on Monday. And everything that could go wrong is going wrong. And anyone that could help me can't. I'm on the other side of the world. Everyone's pretty much asleep at this point in America. Nothing's working. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. At this point, I didn't tell my community because I don't know what's going on, and I don't want them to see that I'm scared. So I'm literally the most alone I've felt in a really long time. Mind you, this is after I say I'm leaving the community, trying to figure myself out, and here I'm put in a situation that is so much worse than I anticipated. Then after a very long time, they come out with this stack, like this thick stack of paperwork, and they go, okay, we're sending you home. And this is him like leaning with the door kind of half cracked open, like he's
Okay, what is the
trying
paperwork?
to get me
Why does
to
he...
go away. So I can't have a conversation. And then he closes the door. And
Is this like Chekhov's gun where you're going to mention these papers and it won't actually mean anything until the last like 10 minutes? So the last like 2 minutes of video?
I'm like, what? Like there's no explanation. There's this paperwork that's in whatever language is in Netherlands. It's not in English.
So afraid of traveling from all these horror stories. I have never had an issue. Although then again, I've only ever left the country like 4 times. I don't like traveling in general. Like, literally one of the main reasons why I would like to do something online is so I don't have to leave my fucking house. I just hate moving. Like, if I'm walking, like, if I have to go to, like, a supermarket or whatever, obviously that I don't really care about, you know. It's like, oh, you kind of have to do it, you know. But it's like, you know, whenever, like, summer comes around, it's like everyone's going on holidays. It's like, oh, do you want to go to Spain or something? I'm like, no. Why would I want to leave? I have my room designed in such a way to where I don't want to leave it. Unless I literally have to. You're a hermit. Yeah, I'm a fucking hermit too. I'll like DM some people on Discord. That's about as far as I get socially. I just don't care. Like, I just like doing my own thing. Unless there's no games. If there's no games, I get very bored.
For the most part. And so I knock and I'm like, can someone help me? Like, where do I go? What do you mean? When am I going? Where am I going? Am I going to New Zealand? What's happening?
Wait, are you a Kiwi? What is happening?
So someone comes out again and is like, you can come back at 7:30 a.m. At this point, I think it's like 7 p.m. or something like that.
Oh, great.
And I'm like, what do you mean? Like, I had to stay at the airport and then come back? He was like, yep. Mind you, by the way, they confiscated my passports because I had asked, can I just go to Germany? Because I was already going to go to Germany and I proved that to them. Because in Germany, they accept emergency passports. They don't accept it in the Netherlands. They confiscated my passports because they don't even want me to travel any...
The Netherlands? The Netherlands let everyone in? What kind of fucking terrorism list are you on? Were they...
Where else in the country? They want me out. They want me gone. They said, we're sending you back to America. So they're not even
Games,
sending
internet,
me home.
friends, one IRL friend that comes over for a
I
beer
have
on
to pay
Saturdays,
money for
perfectly
it.
happy.
So at this point,
Hey,
I'm like, okay, even
if
I
it
wanted
works,
to
it
go
works,
home,
brother.
I'd have to spend like $3,000 to get back home. So I go and find there's like a little hotel in the airport. I'm like, thank God.
There's a
I don't have
hotel
to
in
sleep
the airport?
I get there. It was $700 a night. My phone's gonna die. I'm tired. I'm hungry. I'm thirsty.
At that point, you're just like, yeah, fuck it. Okay, it's $700. When I wake up, I'm going to kick someone's head in, but I will be fine for at least however long.
No one's awake because it's off hours in America and by myself. So I either don't spend $700 that I don't really have,
Or you live on the street.
or I sleep at the airport. That is very scary. So I foot the bill, and it's this tiny little square
That sucks,
like,
yeah.
wooden room.
I mean, yeah, I understand why it's such a small room and it's so expensive. The whole idea is they plan on like catching kind of people in this situation where it's like, well, you can't go home, you have to stay here, or you have to go travel. I'm usually, at least in Europe, it seems to be like hotels are about an hour away from airports in most cases, unless you're going to like a major airport, like in the capital, but then you're paying, instead of paying like for one of these rooms, which are more like coffins, or paying the bonus on like the ticket cost.
And it's just enough to lay down and just enough to like use the bathroom. That's when I updated you guys. And I just cried, bro. I just cried. I wake up, I get there in the morning, and these two like kind of police officers have to escort me the whole way through security, the whole way through to the flight. They talk to the captain. They have my passports and information in a sealed like documentation. They pass it to the freaking captain and go, she can't have her documentation or her passports until she lands. And I'm like, okay.
Why? What is she going to do with the passport? Is this like a case where it's like, oh, you can't bring a tweezers on a plane because you might take over the whole plane? Listen, buddy, if I can overpower everyone on a plane with the fucking tweezers, I think at that point I deserve the plane. You know, it's like, what is she going to do with...
So,
okay.
yeah, I felt like a criminal. I really did. So the flight takes off. We're in the air. The captain walks up to me and he kind of kneels and he goes, are you okay? What happened? And I explain the situation. And he
Why are
looks
they coming
pissed.
at her
He's
so
like,
hard?
They shouldn't have.
I don't know. She had, like... She's emotional, so I understand, but she's not explaining it super well. From my understanding, she was having a problem renewing her American visa. And that is causing her visa here to go all kind of fucky. I think.
Done that to you. That doesn't make any sense. I'm so sorry. He was
But
like,
she also said going back to New Zealand, so maybe she's... What my guess is, maybe she's from New Zealand originally. She now lives in the US. So she has to keep renewing her passport there. But there was an issue with the passport there, so now she's getting fucked here. I think.
flabbergasted. He was like, listen, I'm just gonna give you your information, your documentation, your passports now. I don't need to wait till we land. And I hope that you're okay. I take the trip in economy all the way back home. At this rate, I'm like digging into my savings and I said, you know what? I'm gonna make the most of this really bad situation. So I'm in Seattle for like a week. I call up Sci-Fi. I'm like, bro, I'll buy you a ticket. I don't even care. Sci-Fi comes. All like 4 of us are touring Seattle and we're eating hot dogs. We're going to the arcade. We're having a good time. And mind you, throughout this period, I'm still sad. I'm still periodically just really lost. But it's okay because I just gotta keep going. But I had such a good time. And then I traveled to Texas. I met Ray. I had lunch with Ray. It was like, I think we hung out for like 4 or 5 hours. And
I
he said
cannot
it was
imagine
the
hanging out
first
with
time-
someone that long. I get bored of people after about a half hour. Like
times that Tina was out of town and he never just really was able to like hang out with anyone one-on-one. So I felt really lucky that I just pretty much interviewed him. And then later on, Tina came back. They invited me to their house and they
Okay.
picked me up, bro. Oh my God. I went to their warehouse and I was like, are you sure? Are you sure I can do this? And they gave me this box and they're like, take whatever you want. So I had this huge box. Like I'm wearing one of their shirts now. I got shirts and sweaters. This morning I put on their little like raised Christmas sweater, which is amazing. I met their dogs. They've got a beautiful home. They were so nice to me. I met with Gamer Subs. And I know that sounds silly, but this was really, really, really big for me.
You met Gamer Subs? You'll hang out listening to music, joking around till the sunrise? Oh, bro, no. I couldn't do that. Doesn't matter who you are, could not.
treated me
Unless it was like a once-in-a-lifetime person I'm meeting, then I could probably do it for a while. But, like, hypothetically, say Markiplier or some shit came over, I probably could, like, talk to him for a while. But even someone like him I'd get bored of. You don't really get bored. That's fair. Play guitar, write music, yeah.
like family. They took me out to this steakhouse, and I think I had the best steak I've ever had in my entire life. I also went to their offices twice, and on the way out of the trip, I came back, and for the first time in my life, I got to experience like having this meeting. It was like in a boardroom, around like a boardroom table, and there was like 9 people sitting on and there was a big screen TV with my
And it was a massive pair of titties because it's Gamer Subs.
future rebrand model on the screen. That makes me want to cry more than anything else, was seeing her on the screen and explaining her background and her lore and why she is the way she is, and seeing their excitement across the board.
Why does she have a heart rate monitor on just chatting?
people being like, let's get on this. Let's
I mean,
plan 4 or
it's
5
unique,
drops
but like,
and this, and we can make this unique item, and we're gonna have this, and the community would really like that. Dude, I need to tell you, GamerSupps is fully behind providing so many amazing things for you guys in the future. When you do trips, you sure pack them with events. Like I said,
you wouldn't really
the
want to
only
hang out that
reason
long.
why,
I
'cause
get
I've
that,
never
yeah.
done this in my life. The only reason why I did it is because, like I said, I didn't know when I was coming back to stream. All I knew is what I knew.
If you're meeting another streamer or a YouTuber, I feel like it's only a matter of time until you inevitably start talking about like numbers and stuff. So it's like you have to find that sweet spot of how long can you interact with them for until the prospect of like analytics come up. Because it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. Because it's like, oh, you work on social media. So what are you going to do? Just talk to them and not mention anything social media related at all? It's like, no, it's going to come up. Now, some people might be more like lax about it. Like they might not, you know, try and push it. 100 people start talking shop. I mean, with YouTubers, it kind of makes sense though, because if you're really new, which I don't understand this, but it is something I've heard a lot. To like the really new people do this, and like the really high up people do this, but no one in the middle really does it. Where every conversation has to be like a collab or something. Because the whole idea is like you piggyback off each other's communities. It makes sense when you're small, you know, you might go from like 3 viewers to 4 viewers or to 5, well, you know, whatever. And for bigger creators, it makes vastly more sense because it's like, okay, ad revenue, you know, say hypothetically, on my translate yesterday with the new streamer. Yeah. I was in a Discord server for a while. I'm still in it, I just don't interact with it anymore. Where I'm like, listen, if you want to collab, that's fine, right? But I'm not just going to collab with you. I need to talk to you for like a week first before I even understand if I even somewhat like you. You know? But a lot of them just want to like rush into it. But when you're in the middle, it's kind of like if you're doing a collab, you kind of get fucked. Because you're not set in stone enough getting enough like viewers and money to where it would benefit the other person. But also the other person isn't really big enough to benefit you, like speaking strictly from a numbers perspective, right? They're not big enough to really help you. And also it kind of muddies the waters. Like there are some people, like the Among Us meta thing. There was what, like 20 of them, and now only like 3 of them are actually still semi-relevant, and that's because they all just decided to piggyback off each other. But once they couldn't piggyback anymore, people realized like, oh, their content is shit. You know, like it's really easy to have decent chemistry if there's other people there. Don't care about streaming, you just randomly to have fun. Yeah, that's another thing. It's about 2 different like outlooks on it, right? Like, are you doing it as a career or are you doing it for fun? I think most people, at least most big streamers, I can't speak for smaller ones, and like even middle ones, but a lot of them just did it because they liked it and it just happened to be really profitable to them. You can usually tell if someone is just doing it for profit, like, really quickly. Hit go live and let it rip. You kind of have to do that, to be honest. Especially if you're newer.
Needed to do was be sure that I
For the funsies, yeah, for the love of the sport.
healed and mentally good, not just stable, but good. So when I come back to stream, I give you my full effort and my full self. And I don't want to be unstable or unstable.
Unstable, yeah.
Streaming, right? So if it's from seeing Kraken again, Mending Bridges, seeing Tomato. I got to see Peach, Ray, Tina. I saw Tricky. I saw Lily for the first time. Oh,
Shy Lily. Oh, the German girl.
her hands are so soft. Seeing Philly, dude. I had the probably the best time of my life with Fillion. Oh God, thank you so much, Fillion, for having me and spending so much time with me. We got our nails done and
700 a night. What a scam. Ray and Tina being sweethearts. I don't know who Ray and Tina are.
I had such a Fillion is gonna be a part of my life forever. I love her, and I always
Everyone who I've heard that's interacted with Fillion says she's great. So
will. I even though I'm not done telling my experiences, I can with confidence say I'm really glad I got deported.
So she went to the Netherlands, got kicked out of the Netherlands, and then met friends. There is one thing I want to check though. I thought she was big, well off, but if she's saying that she has no money, I'm confused. Let me get her Twitch tracker up. Even flying economy. Yeah. I don't... She averages 2,000 viewers. But she has 0 subs. Is she not verified? Wait, now I'm even more confused. Okay, her YouTube channel probably isn't making money, right? Because the subs are so small. Oh, the archive might actually. Okay, this is probably making her some money. I can check on Social Blade. I'm right here with... Yeah, what the what? Is she not verified? I'm trying to think, why wouldn't she be verified if that is the case? No, she is.
JK.
And she has a sponsor with Dying Light the Beast. Yeah, and she has a GamerSupps affiliate code. You would figure she makes a decent amount of money. Yeah, something here isn't... Although she did say New Zealand, right? So it might be she's moving to the States. If she's moving countries, I could see why she would have no money, right? But that's the only thing I could think of. If she's moving a whole country. Oh wait, no, she does have subs. So Twitch tracker was just wrong. She has at least 210. I mean, I'm assuming realistically it's probably closer to 1,000. I'm only going off of her sub goal. That was set by Twitch. Is it maybe like a divorce or something? And she does music. Okay, I typed in her name, the first thing that came up was Drama. Oh, this is Drama from like a year ago.
I have good friends.
Let me check her Twitter. I'm so confused. Okay, she is New Zealand based. And she's in Mythic Talent. Yeah, there's no way. she has no money unless either she's moving country or like divorce. I don't. Could be. She sounds super American. I mean, to be fair, did she move to New Zealand from America? She was talking about getting her American passport renewed. So I don't know whether it's America to New Zealand or vice versa. It seems like every horror game like sponsors her. Which I mean makes sense. Her whole branding is she's the horror VTuber, right? So I would get it. Because that deported video came out 19 hours ago or whatever. Maybe she says it here.
I spent yesterday cleaning up all of the YouTube channels. There's two brand new YouTube channels that are
Oh, that's why there's two with like 8,000 subs. Okay, that makes sense.
ready. I've made a specific YouTube channel for cooking and cooking alone, which is ready to go. It's already up and it's live.
No, I heard that New Zealand hang in there when she said alone.
I've made a new YouTube channel for all horror things related, from if you want to catch all my reviews, from games and movies, us watching the trailers together, so that
I think it's probably what happens to most people like her. She probably grew up watching basically just Americans. So it's kind of intertwined with her own accent. So you're kind of getting a bit of both. That does happen to a lot of people.
you can click the video and go, oh, what are some upcoming horror trailers coming out that Lena has gone over, and I'm curious what I can keep an eye out for. Something very special is being made for the main YouTube channel. A new banner
Yeah, there's some Irish VTubers I know that are the same. They sound American, but they say certain words and you can just hear it.
image, but not just that. It will be animated. It will be a new starting screen. It'll be available to download for an animated background desktop wallpaper. It's an absolutely gorgeous, beautiful, detailed background, and that's for all of you guys. Pace and I have been working on it for weeks, and I think you guys will like it a lot. It's absolutely gorgeous. And so you guys are like, well, what happened to the main channel? Main channel I made when I was like 20, so it's very old.
Don't think I've met a Kiwi
Algorithm is
IRL.
pee now. So it is now, if you go check out my main channel, it's called Lena's Archive.
Yeah, but we see
It's
that.
not going anywhere, but it's essentially going to be locked down and no more uploads. But if you ever want to check out any of the old videos, it'll be there forever.
Yeah, she is rebranding, right? But I'm still trying to figure out Australia and New Zealand's brother. They are the same. Anyone who tells me otherwise is fucking lying. They are the same. I know she's rebranding, but that shouldn't. I feel like, I'm not saying she is a lol cow, but I feel like I am one of those lol cow VTubers or YouTubers where you catch the end of it and you're trying to work backwards, but you don't know what you're looking for. The only people tell me different people from New Zealand, yeah. Yeah, I've seen her around since 2021. Also, looking at Twitch Tracker now, it seems she really popped off in 2021. Which, I mean, makes sense. The entire space popped off in 21. But she's one of the few who actually seem to retain it. And all of her her top 3 most popular clips now of her cooking. Good old COVID. Yeah, I'm actually surprised she's in drop though. Just because, you know, like everyone dropped after COVID. Except like 10, 20 people. Yeah, Tectone popped up. But then again, Tectone popped off in 22 and 24. I'm just looking at other people here now. Annie. Does Annie still stream? Oh, fuck, she does. Yeah, she popped off again in 21. Bro, I wish I was a streamer in 21. Holy. They were eating good. Found most YouTube channels stuff during COVID. Since you don't really watch... Yeah, I don't watch TV either. Because there's nothing fucking good. Yeah, same thing with Shy Lily. She had 30 viewers for 5 years. And then in the span of 2 months, she went from 160 to 4,000. Okay, even for COVID though, that's actually fucking crazy. Yeah, like this is more what I expect. Like slow rise, slow rise, slow rise, slow rise. Around here is when she started getting clips. And then here is when her clips popped off. Not this. Like this is crazy. That's not even Shy Lily. Wait, that's Annie. Where's Lily? Zen. Chat was too trolly and too negative. Or was there too many to just like sufficiently be able to ban them and time them out and shit? Or was it just you were like, fuck it? Yeah, I can see why Lena rebranded though. Like her, like having only one thing would only go too far. Have 30 trolls all fight try and show me nudes, and it was just always a huge mess. Yeah, that is one of the downsides of COVID. You got a lot more of that. You're gonna turn into a dumpster fire. Oh yeah, King Cobra died. Okay, I'll admit, I know they're trying to be nice, but this photo is actually, like, ominous. I'm actually surprised that Doll has been burnt. You haven't seen a troll in years. I don't really see trolls, to be honest. I get bots from Kick from time to time, and just some weird guys on Kick, but I don't ever really get trolls.
Lala Al Haddad, Umo Ai,
Bro, Twitter is fucking weird. Oh, this isn't Among Us. Do you prefer one platform over the other? You tried Kick. Lacking super basic stuff. Kick now is literally just green Twitch. I'm multi-stream, so it doesn't really make a difference to me. I would say Kick's community, at least from what I've seen, once you've built up a community, it seems to be fine. But if you're getting randos coming in and out, they seem to be far more like aggressive than they are on Twitch. And I get like on Twitch, you know, you have a lurker pop in. You know, they might hang around for a half hour or so, then piss off. Kick, you don't really seem to get lurkers. Everyone is vocal, but it's never like anything of substance. It's just kind of like shit posting. And then on YouTube, no one ever. YouTube's kind of weird when it comes to live streams. Although almost every viewer I've ever had on YouTube is a lurker. Kick at the times, 15 lurkers come in randomly. Twitch, you don't really get randoms. Kick, at least at the start, they tried to push a lot of newer people, but they don't really push people anymore because they have kind of everyone they want. You still get lurkers, but you won't get like batches of them. Not anymore. Kick was wild when it first came out. Front page was full frontal nudity and streaming The Dark Knight. That was especially funny because it was one of their like top people that they paid money for. I think it was XQC, wasn't it? Yeah. Fucking Kick moderators came in like, buddy, you can't do that, and he just said fuck off. He just did it anyway. remember hearing about that. It was really bad because it was like, oh, you paid. Well, to be fair, he does own a part of Kick. So saying they paid for him isn't entirely true. It's kind of like he paid himself. You had a Kick mod hopping your chat for playing copyright music. They were very weird about it. I mean, they still kind of are, but they're more fair with their bans and stuff now. I have the rights to my own music. Okay, that does make it bad, actually, if it's your own music. Huh. Yeah, well. Alright. I'm going to end it there because I need to go on a run just to piss someone off. And I need to scrub the... That's why you left, Kick. You're like, through this. They're chill now, though. We should be good. And I have to go scrub a VOD. So I have an editor now for shorts. So I need to send him 5 clips. And I have one... I should get one from today, maybe 2. And then on Friday... You're a musician. Yeah, but they don't know that, though. So... They probably wouldn't even listen to you if you said you were as well. They just assume you're lying. Yeah, on Friday I should be live again. If not Friday, then Saturday or Sunday. And I decided for whatever reason to play Ban that day. So I need to finish them. Ugh, that's gonna fucking suck. I haven't stood up in so long. Oh, my legs. Alright. I'll see you when I see you, whether that be Friday or Monday or whatever the fuck, whenever you have time to tune in. If you want to tune in again, of course. So I have to go do some stupid fucking college classes tomorrow that I don't want to go to. But I have to. Take care, man. Good night, or you're American, so good afternoon, I guess.